Yo, what's going on? How's everybody doing? All right, let's see. Where am I? Oh man, I was supposed to. I'm using something different. Okay, that's all. I forgot that I had scheduled this on Streamyard, but I'm on another. I'm doing it a different way. All right, let me see. Where am I? There we go. All right, guys, what's going on? We back at it again. I want to give my predictions for, the next game is Washington State. I want to see what the experts have to say. I believe they're giving the Buffaloes the edge on this. I believe so. I could be wrong, but I think they do have the edge, believe it or not. But how's everybody doing? Good. What's up, Firefly? Hey, Miss VS, how you doing? I believe they have the slight edge here. But as far as my prediction, I think they're going to win this game. This is like a must-win game if they want to continue after the new year. As far as this bowl game is concerned, they want to win the bowl game. I mean, they want to get to a bowl game. In order to do so, they gotta register 6 wins. Somebody told me it's five. You could get a bowl game with 5 wins, but it's a lot of things that got to take place before you do that. Um, but I heard that you can do that, and yeah, I heard that you can. I heard that you could do that, but I don't know. Somebody would have. Give me. All right, there we go. All right, I'm back. I disconnected this thing, but yeah. All right, here we go. We back. Yeah, they say you can get a bowl game with 5 wins, but I don't know. I don't know. Let me see something here. Let me fix this. It seemed like it's still low again. I'm taking these filters off. I think that's the issue. Yeah. No, it's about the same. You. All right. Y'all can hear me, right? Or do I gotta talk like this? Somebody said, "Man, you sound low." But now I'll fix it some other time. Um. Oh, what's this about? Okay, there we go. Oh, you can hear me. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah. I mean, 5 wins. That's kind of pushing it to get to a bowl game. But I heard that you could do it, and they probably will be invited, just because of all of the attention they've been getting and the money they're generating. Just imagine if they go to a bowl game, it's going to be sold out. So they don't have to worry about that. You said how many times has Coach Prime said it? Like 5 to 9 times he's going to remain in Colorado with Shiloh. I didn't get to that. Did I say that? We talking about the bowl right now. I didn't even mention that yet. I am going to get into that in a second. As far as I am going to get into that in a second. As far as what do you call it? Shedeur. You said it'd be a close game. You said Colorado would lose the energy after halftime. like always. Yeah, it's something about halftime. After halftime, it's like something, I don't know. I don't know what happens after halftime, but I think they're gonna win anyway, though. Um, they're gonna want to win this. The seniors on that team that's not coming back next year, they will love to go out on a bowl game. And yeah, I think whatever weapon they have, they should use it. Use all the wide receivers you can. Use all the plays in the running game. The running game is the key to it. So that's pretty much what it's gonna be. Um, it says two Pac-12 teams looking to remain alive for bowl eligibility meet in the spotlight matchup on Friday in Pullman at Jessup Field, a conference battle between Deion Sanders' Colorado Buffaloes and the Washington State Cougars. Colorado is 4-6, and 1-6 in Pac-12 action, dropping 6 out of the last 7 games after a 3-0 start. Washington State is on a 6-game losing streak, falling 4-6 overall and 1-6 in conference play. So I think Colorado will. I think they're gonna beat this game. They're gonna win this game because most of their games they could have won. Most of their games they could have won. So let's look here. Let's look at Washington State for a second. So Washington State, they lost to California. That was their last game, 39-42. They even lost to Stanford, 10-7. They lost to Arizona State. They lost to Oregon. They lost to Arizona. They lost to UCLA. They did beat Oregon State. They beat Northern Colorado. They beat Wisconsin. Colorado State. Fresno State beat them. No, that was last year. That was in a bowl game. All right, but this is a game I think they're gonna win here. Like I'm just saying. It says the Sportline projection model stimulates every FBS college football game 10,000 times since its inception, and has generated a stunning profit of well over $2,000 for $100 players on its top-rated college football picks. The model has set sights on Colorado versus Washington State. You can hit. They're not telling us who. Let me see. No, they ain't. They're not saying. It's. They talk about the cover over and under. Listen, they're gonna win. I think they have a very, very. They have a 85% chance of winning this game. Washington State. Colorado beating Washington State. That's how I see it. They got 85 to 90% chance at this point to beat them. And then the last game is in Utah, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. So yeah, that's my prediction. I think they're gonna win. So yeah, they get the running game going, and we have a lot of weapons at wide receiver. Things should be up. Things should really be up at this point. If they lose, then I don't know what to say. But I think this is a game that they can win. I had mentioned something on a video earlier, and people, I don't know if people were trolling me, because somebody was like, "Well, man, I'm not trolling you." I'm like, "Yes, you are." Because in my video, let me tell you what I said. Now I'm gonna get to Shedeur real quick. That Mel Kiper is a football analyst for ESPN. He is projecting Shedeur to go number 5 overall in the draft. That changes the conversation a little bit now. I'm like, wait a minute. If he's guaranteed to go 5, if they start calling around to the NFL, and it looks like he'll be the second quarterback taken, he might have some thinking to do here, because this is a chance of a lifetime that he might not ever get again. He might not ever get this to go in the top 5. So they're projecting Caleb Williams, Drake May, Marvin Harrison Jr., the tight end from Georgia, and Shedeur Sanders as the top 5 in this upcoming draft. This may not ever happen again. Like, this might be his opportunity. This is something that he will have to sit down with his family and talk about now. That's a lot of guaranteed money on the line. That's a lot of guaranteed money on the line here. I know he said he was coming back. But if they call around and they say, yeah, it is correct, he's guaranteed to go in the top 5, I don't think I would come back. That's me personally. He don't need the money, but the opportunity of a lifetime might not ever come again. Let me explain it. I'm not hoping. I'm not saying that this will happen. Injury, an injury could take him out of this game. He could have a bad season that could ruin his draft stock. I don't think that'll happen either. But listen, life could throw you all types of curveballs. It can. But he did say that he was coming back, and Coach Prime said that his boys are not leaving him. And also, Shiloh is projected to go no later than the 3rd round. Right now, if he was to leave now. So that's kind of big as well. Because he may not get that opportunity next year, even though it looks like as long as he stay healthy and as long as he's playing how he played this year, it looks like he will. I'm talking about Shedeur. It looked like he'll go number 1 overall next year. But you never know what could happen. And with that being said, I said maybe he took out an insurance policy already. And look what some fools told me. Oh, well, he already got car insurance. See, this is why I don't even respond to the comments no more, really. Instead of asking me what do I mean by that, that's why I said the person is trolling me. I said, you probably never heard that before. But let me educate you. I worked in insurance in my lifetime. I have. And I know a little bit about this. You know what I mean? So I told him to go troll somebody else. Like, and I think I blocked the person. I'm like, go troll somebody else, man. And he was like, well, I said, here's the thing. I don't know if anybody ever remember Tim Duncan. Probably don't. Some people might not even know who Tim Duncan is at this point. Because if you're too young, you might not remember, right? I'm being sarcastic right now. But Tim Duncan, he played college at Wake Forest. And in his senior season, he was coming back for his senior season. But he was projected to go in the top 3 after his junior season. But he decided to come back his senior season, but he took out an insurance policy. Just in case if something happened to his legs or something happens on his body to where he can't play. And if he can't play, then he's risking losing millions of dollars. I believe Shaq did the same thing when he was at LSU. This is not uncommon. This happens all the time. It just maybe you didn't know that for that person that said. It was 2 people that tried to troll me on it. I know what I'm talking about. So that's why I'm like, I just block people, man. I don't have time. I don't really have like the patience sometimes, like to deal with the like trolls and stuff, but it's really a thing. And I was saying Shedeur will probably take an insurance policy out just in case if something happened to him. Just in case. We don't know if he's playing for the Denver Broncos. We don't know that. But just in case if something happens, the insurance policy will pay. Like if something happened on the field to where it's a career-threatening injury that's going to prevent him, then yeah, the insurance will pay out. They have insurance policies for that. What was that? What was that actress that took the insurance policy out on her legs? It wasn't Tina Turner. Might have been Tina Turner. Well, she's a singer, but she's rest in peace to her. But it was somebody else. People do it all the time. Take it out on their like, their face, everything. Especially if that's your bread and butter, like his legs and his arms and his head, because if something was to happen, then the insurance policy will pay out. So I wasn't. Then people are, oh, what are you talking about? Car insurance? People are stupid, man. It's stupid. So now you know. So now you know that's really a thing. So I'm pretty sure he did. I'm pretty sure his dad probably already got him to do that already, because he's taking a huge risk here. Um, if he calls around to the NFL and say, "Yeah, your son is going no later than 5," then he's taking a huge gamble coming back to school. As many hits as he taken, that's why I say that he probably had to make he probably had to sit down. They're gonna have to have a real long conversation, because this might not ever happen again. And it's happened before. Players waited, and then their draft stock tanked because they had a bad year and they got hurt. It's happened in the past. It's happened. And there's nothing wrong with staying in school, right? Um, because they're building something over there and things like that. But he's taking a huge gamble now. See, now that changes the game. I'm thinking this year, if he was to come out no later than maybe, I thought he was going to be at least in the top 10. I don't know what Michael, the guy at Washington, is he a sophomore or he a junior or a senior? I thought they would pick him first or something. No, they said Shedeur would go the second quarterback taken. So I'm like, oh shit, that changes the game now. But you know, you know what they say when you take a huge risk, right? Big returns, huge rewards. So if he stayed to his senior year, he might be guaranteed to be the number one pick overall taken, so the money goes up. I'm talking about the guaranteed money, not the rookie contract. The signing bonus, the guaranteed money that he's gonna get, that goes up. So, so if he take this huge risk, it'll pay off next year if he have a good season, as long as he don't get hurt. Now he's going into the NFL draft expecting to be the number one player taken if everything works out. But if something happened, because these players in college football are gunning for him, so I would have to say, son, you got to go. These players are gunning for you, man. They're gunning for you, and this opportunity might not come back. I will be right now. I'll be looking at my quarterbacks that I have. I say, y'all get ready, because we gotta let them go. You said most of the QBs are fifth-year quarterback. No, but see, my point is he's not a fifth-year quarterback, but he got to the point where he's going to be the second quarterback taken after Caleb Williams, without even being a fifth-year quarterback. Now, with that being said, now that he know that, he's taking a huge risk coming back to college. He's taking a huge gamble, but he already said he coming back, so I know that. But I'm just putting this on the table that um he he got a lot on his shoulders right now to think about. Um, because like I said, these players are gunning for him. You see his head hit the ground. You see the guy in the Colorado State game tried to take him out by drilling his head into the ground. There's a lot of people see that he's getting money and all that stuff, and there's some hate there. He's taking a gamble now. Um, but there's no guarantee that even Caleb Williams, there's no guarantee that he will come out. But I'm sure he will probably take out an insurance policy. There's no guarantee he'll come out. His dad said if he don't like where he's getting drafted, he's coming back to school. And then you also got to think about it as well. The kids are not hurting for money. I understand that. But you can get hurt. You can get hurt and you would never be the same. And now your dream and opportunity is down the drain. I've seen it happen so many times. I know Coach Prime, he wants to build this around Shedeur. He wants to have him back another year, but you're risking your son now. So if I call around, see, it's one thing for Mel Kiper to say it. He got to call around to his friends and stuff like, listen, where is my son projected to go? You know, call around his NFL contacts. Sir, he's projected to go 5. Yeah. Then damn, I'll be like, fuck. We gotta take the insurance policy out and hope he don't get hurt. That's how I would do it. There's nothing wrong with him coming back, but he's taking a risk. I believe Shedeur, I believe on paper he's a senior. But as far as the game wise, he's a junior. Because I believe he's set to graduate in December. Yeah, Caleb is, I see him leaving because he is projected to be the #1 overall pick, right? So I could see him leaving. But his dad said if he don't like where he's going, where he end up, he's coming back to school. So it's nothing wrong with that either. You said Coach Prime isn't leaving Colorado. 2024 season is going to be lit. We need to focus on 2 games. Let's support. What are you talking about? What are you what are you talking about? Stop hating. Who are you talking about? I'm sitting here talking about the draft. Do I got any mods? Yo, hold. Let me block you out of here, yo. I don't have the patience anymore. Like I really don't. After today with these comments, I don't got the patience anymore because that's not what I'm talking about. I'm not hating right now. I'm sitting here talking about, hey, Firefly, can you let I get the person. Hold on. I get him. Hold on. Yeah, man, get out of here, man. Ain't nobody hating. I'm sitting here talking about his draft status. That's not hating. See, in this little space we in, if you got your own idea that's outside of everybody else, you hating. It's not hating. I don't got no reason to hate on Coach Prime or any of these people. I don't know them. I don't hate on nobody. I'm too old for that. All the kids on the team's old enough to be my sons. Why would I hate, man? You know? Why would I hate? Man, stop with that bullshit, man. Talking about people hating up in here. Because nobody hating, yo. Nobody hating. I'm just a real person with I'm just giving my opinion. That's all I'm doing. I'm not hating. I wasn't even talking about Coach Prime in the 2024 season. It's my opinion. I don't think he's coming back after Shedeur. That's not hating. That's just my opinion. I don't see him coaching after Shedeur and them. I don't. Now he could prove me wrong. He don't have to prove nothing to me. But what I'm saying is, after the 2024 season, if he decides to stay there, then so be it. I'm not gonna lose no sleep over it, whether he leave or not. But it's just this sentiment about if you like give your opinion, you hating. You're not hating. Just like when I said I don't see why Savion they couldn't use Savion on Wilkerson more. That's not hating. And when I say that most of these losses are because of coach's error, that's not hating. That's what I see. That's just I'm just giving you my opinion for what I see. I'm not hating. You know what I'm saying? I'm not hating. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving my real opinion here. When I say that um Kermani needs to sit down with his family and figure out what he want to do, that's not hating. You know, they should. When I say that they should have played him more than they did, and they probably would have won the game, I'm not hating. That's just my observation. He's the best cornerback on the team. He really is. Now, why he didn't play, I'm not privy to that, but he is the best cornerback on the team, man. Hands down. I didn't see that quarterback throwing at him that much, did you? That quarterback only threw at him one time, man. That's telling you something. See, a lot of people like, well, he didn't get that many tackles, Max. No, you missing the number one stat. What made Darrell Revis so great? Anybody know? Darrell Revis. He just went in the Hall of Fame. He's a shutdown corner. He used to shut you down, as they used to call him Revis Island. You know the New York Jets. You know Revis Island. So Kermani was on an island. The quarterback would not throw his way but one time. That's telling you that he's good. That's telling you that. So whatever he got going on outside the field, I don't know. That's probably like, I don't know, that had prevented him. But he's playing now though, so it really don't matter. He's playing now. But there's a few other players like Tavares Dawson. You know, he caught a couple big touchdowns and stuff like that. Now you don't see him no more. Maybe he might be hurt. I don't know. Maybe he might be hurt. I'm thinking because I was asking about Willie Gaines, but then I saw him with the yellow practice jersey on, and usually I guess that means is that you injured or something. Because I remember Shiloh when he got injured there, they put the yellow jersey on him, and then Alton, he had the yellow jersey on, and who else? A few others. They had the, so I'm thinking that he has an injury, so that answered my question there about Willie Gaines. You said who is the big freshman rookie wide receiver? I'm not sure who you're talking about. You say you thought blue was medical. I know that yellow jersey Alton had on. And then um I remember Shiloh had it on too after that, after he injured his kidneys. Oh, he must have been talking about Marion Miller. Okay. Yeah, he still play. All right, I'm gonna make sure you gone. Hold on one second. Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure you gone. I'm gonna make sure you gone. Yeah, I'm saying he the best corner on the team. That's what I'm saying. I'm really am saying that. That quarterback would not throw his way, man. They would not throw his way, and that's saying something. Um, I would say a little bit more, but that's pretty much it. I'm just all I'm gonna say about it. It's just my opinion. I'm booting you too. Hold on one second. Yo, I'm booting you too, man. I can't boot you right now because of this heart thing in my way. But best believe I'm getting ready to boot you. Hold on. You say you booting people out of the chat for? No, it's not that. It's not that, but I'm booting you out the chat for even trying to tell me something. You can't tell somebody my age nothing. Hold on one second. Where you at? Yeah, I'm booting you out too for even commenting on it. How about that? I told you I'm Kim Jong Un in the comments. See, you can get that off in the comment section under my videos because I don't really read them. So you can get that all day long. But best believe, when I do read the comments under the videos, I'm blocking like heavy. I got like 300 people blocked, yo. Like I don't need you here. I got like 300. I need the cool people here. If you cool, then I'm rocking with you. But if you want to make your little sly ass comments, yeah, I'm gonna block you. That's what I like to do. I'm like Dikembe Mutombo, not Tani House of Mutombo. Yeah, you're gonna get blocked. That's right. You're gonna get blocked. He said, you blocking people that disagree with you. No, I'm not blocking people that disagree with me. It's how you write it. It's the tone of how you write it. If I don't like it, you getting blocked. That's just what it is. Hey, Firefly knows that. That's how I run my channels. I got more than one channel. That's how I run them. Man, I got more on my other channel. I got more people blocked. I got like 2,000 people blocked. I got more people blocked than some people got subscribers, yo. Firefly will tell you. That's how I do it. Now, if you comment under the videos and I don't see it, then, that's cool. That's where you get away with it at. But if I happen to be like, because I have time for it sometimes, I'll be sitting there under the videos and I be going through the comments. I read every last one. I'm going through them. I say, okay, this person here, a little smart aleck, block. Okay. I don't even reply back to them. I just block them. Or, okay, this person right here, okay, that's not really hate, but I still didn't like the tone, so I just delete it. Like that. And yeah, I'm like Kim Jong Un in the comments, yo. Like for real. Yeah, the 52 blocks. You know what I'm saying? The 52 blocks. That's right. What you know about the 52 blocks, Dwayne? They should call it's the 52 blocks and also the 52 Comstock. That's another name for the 52 blocks. The 52 Comstock. Yeah, Big Worm. I'm like, and look, I don't care if people disagree with me. Like, nah, Max, you tripping, man. Like, I'm Team Travis. Like, I'm Team Kermani. That's cool. But he was like, you're just sitting up here blocking people because you being slick. You being slick. So now you got to be blocked. So that's just all. That's just all. Let me stop messing around. You said I'm Bruce Blockley. That's just what's up, Bruce Blockley. I like that. I'm, listen. If you guys like ever go live, do your own show, you're gonna know how annoying some of these comments are. If you ever go live, right, and try to do a show or whatever, so I see it on all the other channels too when they go live. People be in there getting them, and they go at it. Like, it's this one dude that go live. I'm like, how does he got haters? And then he had to address it. He had to address it one day. He said, why do you guys come in here to hate? I say, damn, even he got haters. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like, my comment section is like, that's like my real estate. You know what I'm saying? That's like, that's supposed to be my peaceful place. But then some people, they want to get by with a little slick comment. This one guy wrote me the Gettysburg Address. I mean, the comment was like, he probably left me like a 7-paragraph reply. I was like, damn, he wrote the Gettysburg Address. He wrote the preamble to the Constitution, man, in my comments. I didn't delete it though. I said, for someone to take the time to write all of that, whether I like it or not, I can't delete it. I feel like that's bad karma right there. That's bad juju if I did that. So I said, okay, cool. Even though he was schooling me, right? He said, he's schooling me on whatever. And I took the time to read it. I was sitting there having some tea, and I sat there and read it. And occasionally, you'll get people like that. But it's not everybody. I just want to let y'all know I'm not like a dictator. Like, even though I say I'm Kim Jong Un in the comments, which pretty much saying I'm a dictator. No, not necessarily. I just don't like the smart Alex. That's all. Because that guy, I guarantee the one I just blocked, the universe just sent me something right now. Hold on a second. The universe just told me he been sitting in the same underwear for 3 days. You understand what I'm saying to you? And I can't let him get that. I can't. I cannot. You know how Coach Prime be at the microphones? Thank you, God. Thank you, Lord. Oh, thank you, Lord. I'm glad I didn't say that, Lord. That's what I need to be doing. But see, Lord won't. He won't shut my mouth up. Like I try to do it. Stop me, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. You know, I just can't do it. Yeah, I got a download. Yeah, I got a download just now from the universe. I got a download. And he said the dude sitting up in his underwear for 3, 4 days, sitting up here trying to hate on you. And like Firefly sent me a donation yesterday, right? And the dude just immediately started hating. Just immediately. I'm like, that's a fake donation. I didn't block him. Did I Firefly? I did not block him. I said, okay, I want to block him, but I'm just gonna let him hate for a minute. And then Firefly deleted his comment. So I was like, all right, we're not gonna block him. I'm gonna be nice today. Just he probably been sitting in his underwear for 3, 4 days. You know what I mean? Ain't brushed his teeth, nothing. Sitting up here talking. Yeah, you put him in timeout. But I know it's not just me though. I remember Chico was live, right? Big Dog Chico. Somebody was hating on him. And he was like, "Look, this is my opinion. I'm giving you all of my opinion." I said, "Damn, they hating on him too." So I don't feel bad. I thought it was just me. So then somebody was like, um, "What do you say? You don't know Coach Prime, and you don't know this." He don't even know if he blocked or not. But I blocked him. He did. He left it under a video comment. You don't know this and know that. I want to be like, MF, you don't know either. But I just blocked him. You know what I mean? One day I'll open up the floodgates and unblock everybody. And I guarantee you I'm going to have to block them again. I guarantee it. But it's all good. They just make different accounts and come back. If anybody would like to come on, let me give you the invite real quick. I'm going to be off just a little bit longer. But like I said, Shedeur, he'll be back. What that means, what that's gonna mean is for next year he's gonna be like the top 3 pick, and that's just as good. The money is money. He's still blessed because he's getting that opportunity. He's getting that opportunity, and it almost makes sense for them to have to go into Colorado now, right? Because he wouldn't have got all this attention if he's still at Jackson State. That's just the way it is. Now he's at the Power Five. Oh, and now he's getting his draft rating. But his draft rating wouldn't have been high if he had stayed at Jackson State. That's just the way it is, man. That's the way it is. But tomorrow's the game, so hopefully it starts at 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. And I think they're gonna pull this out, y'all. They're gonna pull this one out. I'm just telling you. I don't know how I know, but I just feel it. Damn, it's something with this like heart thing. It's like I can't read. Okay. Will they let the running back coach go? I don't think so. You said they let the running back go after the seat. I don't think so. He just got there. He just got there. They not. You mean Harrell? They not letting him go. You said Chico get defensive, but he don't get hurt over comments. You said Chico get defensive, but he don't get hurt over. I don't get hurt over comments either. I don't. And see, you saying he getting defensive? No, he ain't. He not getting defensive. He be getting legitimate hate in his comments because I be sitting there watching. Because I'm like, damn, it ain't just me. It's not just me. No, he don't be getting hurt and defensive over no comments. It's just that people be really trying to push buttons. That's what they be trying to do. But he don't block people half as much as I do. He don't. Oh man, you be get called a hate all the time, Pamela. That's just the way it is. You keep missing. Chico was live a little while ago, like earlier. But that's how I knew. I said, why they hating on? I was like, if they sitting up here trying to mess with him, I said, then I don't feel bad now. I don't feel bad. Because people just gonna do it. It's not everybody, just a few. It's just a few. It's not everybody. You said just because, damn, I can't. It's this heart thing. You know how you allowed to put a heart there? I gotta wait for your comment to scroll up. Hold on. Okay, now I can read it. Where is it? You said just because you involve yourself with Colorado. Yeah, that's what it is. And I'm not even involved myself with it. You know what I'm basically doing? I'm just giving my opinion, just just somebody watching the game. But the only difference is we're making videos doing it. That's the only difference. But we just sitting there giving our opinion. It's not like I involve myself. I'm not involved with the. I don't know anybody from the team. Like out of the whole team, there's only one person that's affiliated directly with the team that follow me on Twitter. Just one. Nobody else. They don't care. So that's why I give my opinion, and and that's pretty much it. It's not not we not hurting nobody. It's no different from what Stephen A and them are doing, but they on a bigger platform than I have though. They got a bigger platform. It's the same thing though. Because trust me, I didn't sit there and say that he should take that Texas A&M job. Stephen A. Smith said that, and we like, why, Stephen? Like, it don't make sense. His sons are still there. That means they would have to sit out unless they graduating, unless Shedeur is graduating. It just don't make any sense. And then Travis, it don't make no sense. Okay, bye guys, I got to go get the bag. The bag is always going to be there for him. The bag will just always be there if he decide he's going to continue to coach. I personally think he wasn't going to coach after Shedeur and them leave, but that's just how I feel. But he could surprise me and come back. Then I'll be like, okay, cool. We on to the next one. But my style is just regular conversation. You know how when you're in a barbershop, you always got that one person in the barbershop that sit up there and bump their gums. That's me. And then you also got the other person in the barbershop that has played everything. You always got to have somebody in there that has played, right? Um, my boy own a barbershop, so occasionally on the Saturdays I'll go by there, even though I ain't got no more hair anymore. I don't even have no more hair to cut. For those that don't know, I used to have locks. I had locks for 18 years. My locks is like Damian Marley's, but now I cut them, so I don't have them anymore. So there's no need for me to get shape ups or y'all call them lineups. I cut my own hair, but I occasionally go in there anyway, and It got testy over Coach Prime. Oh my God, yo. Um, so my boy set it off, right? He said, yo, Max, yo, what's that you saying about Coach Prime and them, man? He's sitting there cutting hair, and everybody looked at me like, what do you mean? And then one dude was like, man, Coach Prime shouldn't have left Jackson State, man. He's one of those guys. So then I was like, why? Why shouldn't he left Jackson State? Like, I don't get it. He said, man, he's selling out his own people, man. I said, hold on. You act like he running for office. This is football, man. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what does him leaving have to do with his own people, man? Like, that's supposed to elevate us for him staying at Jackson State, man. Half the people I know didn't even know he was coaching at Jackson State, man. Some people don't watch football. He was like, oh, I expect you to say that. You know what I'm saying? I expect you to say that. Then he was like, yeah, this. And he gave all his opinion like he's coming, like he's an expert. So I was like, what make you an expert? Well, I played football. Oh, here we go. I said, where'd you play football at, man? Well, that ain't the point. You just asked me, did I play football? I said, where you play at? Where'd you play at? No, I played football. He said, you ain't even playing college. I'm like this. Oh, it got testy. Hold on, let me let me bring Thomas in. Hey, what's up, Thomas? Oh shoot, I'm on mute. Uh-oh. What's wrong with this thing? Hey, what's going on, Thomas? Let me see. Let me make this a little bit. Hey, Thomas, you there?
Oh yeah, I'm here. I was just on mute for a little bit. I know. I don't
Oh,
want
okay. I'm making sure because I'm like working on my settings. Oh, let me see.
to. Right. Yeah, I was on mute for a little while. What's up, everybody?
Yeah, I was just telling them about the. Let me bring you in. I was telling them about the barbershop conversation, and
Right.
it got real testy because, and then my boy, he owned the bar. He said, "Yeah, so where did you play at?" He said, "That's not the point." And I said, "But you discredit everything I'm saying because you said you played in the Power Five." So I said, "Where in the Power Five did you play, man?" I said, "Did you play in the jail rec league?" I said that to him. I said, "You played in the jail rec," and then you should have saw the look on. I said, "Dude, I'm just, I ain't mean nothing by it, you know."
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes people. I mean, I get it. I was popped 89 to Fresno in 2000. Like I don't think they prop anymore now. My grades, I wouldn't. I was talented, man, but I get it. Some people they'll you put it on a spot like that because I had to do. Well, who you was? Because like I know people who played or during that time went to the pro, played against a couple people. People know. So I started asking people get all they get like that sometimes, but they can't like break down. I don't know. Sometimes people just be jiving, but you know.
And then we had another guy in the barbershop. He's an armchair offensive coordinator. This guy, he was like, "Yo, give me a pen and piece of paper." And we was like, "Damn, what are you trying to tell us?" He was like, "I like you can just tell us, we can visualize it." But yeah, he was like writing up plays. He was like, "Nah, this is what they need to do." But that's how the barber. That's how my delivery is. It's not. I'm not trying to come off as an expert or anything. Because we do have like Thomas here. He played football at Fresno State, so he can bring you a different perspective than me. So, and then you had a few others. One guy played offensive line that came on before. So yeah,
Right. Well, I was there for. I got popped 89, so like I was going. I went there. I got drafted out of high school, but then I ended up playing for Laney, and then I stopped playing. But yeah,
yeah, I know Laney. Yep. Mm-hmm.
yeah, I played 2 years at Laney, and but yeah, man, like it's like people are looking at it like really, like if you really know football, like this team is amazing. Just like I said before, just off of the fact of them
Yeah.
coming together. how they became a team in less than like 9 months. That's like it take years and years. Cause like when you playing ball, like let's say you like my last game I played in was it was in junior college, of course, but it was in the Sacramento Shrine Bowl, and it was a play like a bowl game, right? It was a bowl game, it was a Shrine Bowl in
Right.
Sac, right? So like that year after that, it take you to get familiar with your teammates, just to know, like even like your practices, like I didn't practice like for teams that went back to back. Even high school, like my high school, I lost two Super Bowl games, and like like your first year, you practice, you know where you are, and you know what it takes after that. Like man, okay, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. And when you don't get it right the next year, you're gonna build on it again. And sometimes you gotta get into that cycle of playing seasons and correcting it the next season, stuff like that. So they got to go through that, and like people got to look at that first. I mean,
Oh,
I
I got a
we
question for you. Um, Alton McCaskill, he's red shirting.
right.
Now with the red shirt, now did Tyler Brown have the red shirt? Like, how does that work with him? Did
Well,
would he had the red shirt too?
no, he just didn't play this year. He was on a team, but he didn't play. He didn't count a
Did he
season.
lose a season though?
No, no, no.
Okay, okay,
Before when I played, it was if you play 4 downs, that was a season. Now it's you could play 4 games. Back in 2000, if you played 4 games, if you played 4 downs any game, that was considered your season. So now they give them 4 games, and like they got whole seasons. Like when you a student and you're an athlete, so you got student, grade whatever class you are, and you got your athlete class. Like I think he like a sophomore, right? He only got 2 years. Don't Tyler Brown because he would have been coming back next
right.
year anyway.
Yeah,
So
he'll be a junior. I guess as far as the field, he had 2 more seasons, but he getting ready to graduate as far as his class is concerned.
right, remember they got 5 years coming in if they don't redshirt. So Shedeur got 5 years. Shiloh got 5 years, but they only gonna play so many years. Travis got 5 years. Like a lot of these players, Kamani got 5 years. All these players that's playing now, they could just play, fifth year senior, count as red shirt. They could red shirt as a senior.
Yeah,
So
technically, Shador got two like this. Well, he got 2 more years.
he got 2 more
Yeah,
eligible years, but he got also a red shirt senior year. He could red shirt fifth year red shirt. So because he played his freshman year, he didn't sit down his freshman year, like or he didn't redshirt and like play. Like redshirting is when you play like a certain amount of games. That's when you got a chance to redshirt when you first start off. You play a certain amount of games and you stop playing. It was an opportunity for you to like redshirt. Like other than that, you got to play or that count as a season. So a lot of them players again, they none of them like really redshirted. Like a lot of them played as freshmen. Dylan the same way. Dylan got 5 years. So these boys got a long way. They gonna get a lot going. Like I said, when you look at, I think they tweaked the stats because last week I look at the stats, man. It said 433 like attempts out of 297. Now I go back, I'm looking. It said it said 423 attempts for CU out of like two. I think they completed 292 now, but they took them like, are these the original? I'm like, I don't know, these freaking their stats around, but I'm just looking at the O line, like this production of the O line passing wise. Again, it's just they on a level that's people not really seeing because it's so the volume of passes, bro. Let's get these boys a little look like Michigan or whatever, give them 30. That's why last week looked so kind of better because, okay, they actually called like 35, pass plays, but he got hurried 13 of them and he got sacked 3 times and a couple of them was bad attempts. I think he won like 27 out of 35 attempts passing last week and they gave up like almost 1 sack. So it's like the less amount of attempts they got to pass, the less sacks you're going to give up or if the rhythm of the play calling is right. Because like how he played to call the game last week, you catch when they caught a first down, he ran the ball to keep the time moving, keep the possession going, keep the defense and on their heels. So that kind of play calling was needed because Lewis, I mean, back to back passing, like you get a first down, okay, then you can let a first down, okay, you didn't stop the clock once, you just took 8 seconds off, and you got 2 first downs. Yeah, you can go up 20, but when you burn the time so fast, you ain't holding the ball, you giving the other team encouragement to come back, because you're leaving a lot of time on the field. So I like
Yeah,
what I'm seeing though.
yeah, I saw that. I had went back to that. I know they were saying that coach iced Mata. No, he didn't ice him. It was just the circumstances that was going on, and the time was running out. So he called the timeout because that was right after Shedeur was protesting that hit to the back of his head, which he had a right to protest it because he was talking to the coach like, "Look, that's a targeting. I got hit upside the back of my head here. Like
Right.
the refs missed it. I don't know how the refs didn't see that.
That game was so rigged, man.
Yeah, it was.
It was, I guess, it was a series. The last series Arizona had. If you look, it's on a highlight. I'm like, right after uh, the running back had ran for like 30 or something. No, was it before the running back or after the running back? It's one of those highlight plays that show you how I can't catch exactly where it was, but it was the last series when Sue gave the ball up after the missed field goal. They O line was holding like crazy. I mean, like hope. But it was one play. They put it on the highlight. They probably took it off because the right tack was the right guard. The right guard was literally when they was down in set. The right guard is literally looking back at the quarterback, like completely false start. They call hike. They get like the little 12-yard little pass when old boy went up the sideline. I'm like, yo, how they don't call the offside? If they would have called it offside, they would have put him back behind the 50. You know what I mean? And it would have been second and whatever, second and 15. And they didn't even call it. I'm like, yo. Then the hit when they hit Shedeur in the back. The other one, when they claim he was outside of the pocket, I'm like, what do you mean? He's getting ready to throw the ball. He
Right.
wasn't running. He was backing up, throwing the ball. And like he rolled to the he rolled. He didn't run. Like he kind of moved. He stepped and threw. And like dude, really late hit at his knee, bruh.
Yeah, at his knee.
Then
That's
the
what I was
next
saying
play
earlier. Like, I forgot to mention that play when he was rolling. The guy went right for his legs.
went right for his knee. Then the next targeting,
Golly, that could have
then the
took him
next the
out.
target, yeah. That's when they got mad. That's when they got mad. Like, hey man, you tripping? You tripping? You trying to take somebody out? That's when they was
Right.
mad. Then the next play, the lineman fall in the back of his neck. But see, before that, it was a tackle play. Right early on in the game, it was a bulldog. I mean, not bulldog, but a dog pile, and somebody like it was going down to the ground. It was on the ground, and somebody jumped on top of the dog pile. That's illegal. You can't do that.
Yeah, I saw that too. It was the other team that did it.
Right,
He
Arizona.
he
Yeah,
kind of like dived into the pile.
yeah. He dived onto the pile late. Like if
Yeah,
the
late.
pile is up, you could dive on top of the pile. But if the pile is down, you can't dive because like if I hit the ground sitting down and my head is still up, and somebody hit me and you come down in the back of my head, you could break somebody's neck like that. Like
Yep.
you know what I'm saying? Like you know how somebody coming down and somebody jump down. Like come on, you can't. Big old lineman, they didn't call none of that. That's necessary reference right there. You can't do that. Like you supposed to bench. Like so many rough penalty fouls were not called against Arizona that was missed
Somebody should
purposely.
tell him if he gets hit in the back of his head again, lay there.
Right,
Because the
that
ref's gonna have to do something if he lay there.
just
Just
lay
lay
there,
there
man.
for a minute.
Right, lay there. Everybody else laying down on you when you get rolling. That's what you see. As soon as they got rolling, the guy, oh, I'm hurt. Oh my god, I'm so tired of seeing teams do that, man. Like this is not soccer. This is not
Oh yeah, they'll lay down like, oh my leg, I got a cramp. Oh my god,
right. They've been
to
doing
hold the momentum. That's
right.
almost like a timeout.
It is. It's an injury timeout. Don't count. It's ever since Colorado State did that, they've been all doing that. Like to slow down, CU's momentum. Like when they go tempo, they fall down, act hurt, get a commercial timeout, and all the other stuff.
Then all of a sudden, a person walking normal to the sideline.
And then the next play, get a sack, get a tackle. Oh, I'm hurt again. Like this is not soccer. Like they looking for extra time. You ain't getting extra time for this. Like this is crazy. But they got their little tactics. But I'm saying the rest, like when the refs really stopped that last game for like a minute or so and had the little ref huddle after they almost messed the ball up when they mismarked it at the 20 when no boy caught it. But they didn't mismark it. They said he ran back. Well, that is right. He caught it, then he ran back, and he got tackled, which was right. So after that, they like, man, you should just no. Then that pretty much just blew whatever they was going on. But they don't want to see CU anyway. See, you wasn't supposed to get more than 3 wins this year too. Vegas got a lot going on right now. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
they
Like,
weren't supposed to get more than 3 wins.
right. So they get 6, people cashing out. They get 7. That's
Yeah, I
like
cashed
wow.
out on that first one.
Right. So
Yeah,
you got a lot of
Vegas
people.
lost a lot of money on that first game. They lost a
Right.
lot of money. And right now they got them almost about. They don't have them. They don't. They got them at a respectable margin right now. So this game could like. I guess they're saying it could go either way.
Right.
But I don't know if you heard about that guy that cashed out in the NFL.
Which one?
He had a four slot parlay, and
Oh no.
he got over $2 million.
Good lord. No, I didn't
Yep,
hear
he
about
got
that
over
one.
2 million. He cashed out.
I hope he make it throughout the year because they like to end up lost in a Vegas hotel somewhere.
Yeah, he did it online.
Hey, stay, go to the Bahamas, man. Don't come back for about another year. Yeah, I don't trust none of them Vegas casinos. When you get too high up in the ante, man, it's just get risky business. You know what I mean? But a lot of that's going on. People are good. I mean, they were showing the one guy from jail making the calls. He making he's putting his little tips in, hitting all season. I've seen a lot of people doing that. You seen that one yet? The guy
Yeah,
online who be doing that from lockdown. I'm like, yeah, well,
yeah. People calling in their bets from jail
yeah,
and
yeah.
winning too.
And went and hitting every single one of them. It's just observation. You got time to observe. Hey, learn how a tree breathe. You know, so take it on all kind of levels. But the Buckets Bucks, I think tomorrow, though, I think they're gonna. I see him really balling. I watched some of the. I watched them against Stanford. So I kind of catch comparison. I like to watch them, like man, UCLA, kind of the same. But they play like they played against Stanford. Oh God, if they play like that, is Bucks gonna dominate, yo. Or like even like how they played this last week. Like oh man, I don't
Yeah,
like they gave up 6 fumbles. Oh boy, we gave up like 6 fumbles last week against Cal.
yeah,
And Cal was like, I mean, I was born in Berkeley. I grew up in the '90s, so we rocked UNLV in Colorado, Texas Longhorns, Grambling. Back when Grambling was on TV every Saturday. You know, remember that? Huh, Max? Remember
yeah,
Max when Grambling was on TV every
yeah. I
Saturday
remember that.
morning? They'll show all the HBCU games. Then they'll show the packed Power Five games later in the afternoon. I don't even do that no more. When old boy left, when he died from Grambling, that was all that left on all that TV time for
Coach
the
Eddie
HBCU.
Robinson. Yeah,
Yeah, when he died, man. I remember waking up. But yeah, man, like, man, come on. Back in them days, everybody rocking everybody jersey. If you didn't have a Texas Longhorn, UNLV jersey, a Miami jersey, or
yeah. We used to rock those too.
Notre
UNLV, the
Dame, yeah,
basketball jerseys.
right, yeah, Notre
Yeah,
Dame jersey, starter jackets. Back in them days, everybody team. You know what I'm saying? But it's college teams back then. But you know what I'm saying? Bus right now, like, come on, y'all got done by the Bears. Like, the Bears is pretty bad right now. Everybody in Cali play for, like, they go to the South and play or play for some team in Florida. Or they might go to SC, but nobody really like going to SC no more. Everybody trying to go to some Texas team or something. But, like, Bears ain't really got too much now. But you got to go back to, like, Marshawn and Aaron Rodgers or something.
what Cal?
Yeah, Cal been pretty bad for a while. Like they probably get a little bit. Nah, they ain't been Cal. Cal ain't been Cal since the '90s.
Deshaun Jackson went there, right?
I think.
Yeah, he
Oh
went to
no,
Cal.
Deshaun. I think he went to USC.
He went to Cal.
Deshaun Jackson.
Yeah.
Did he go to Cal or USC? You
Mm-hmm.
sure?
He went to Cal.
Did he? Who's that? Marshawn?
Um,
Oh, I'm thinking he went to USC.
I want to say they were there at the same time.
Yeah, that was the same. That's his era. He was
Yeah,
later after me. It's
yeah, I
like a
want
few
to
years
say they
after me.
did.
Yeah, because Marshawn was like a few years after me, like 3 years. I think he came out like '05, '06.
Alex Smith said, "Do you believe?" Yep, I believe they're gonna win. I think they're gonna do all right tomorrow. It's a late game. It's 10:30 Eastern Standard Time here, but
Right.
yeah, it's gonna be on again on the Pac-12 network. They think they're gonna do it.
Right. It's used to it by now. They didn't play what four night games, 3 night games.
Yep, they should be used to it.
Right? I mean, it's kind of like high school. It's like seven. They should be more acclimated to their time because it's like eight. It's seven our time, so it's like eight their time, 8:30.
Yeah, it is kind
And
of like the high school games where they be late.
right,
The Friday
seven thirty.
night games.
7:45 high school game, 7:30 high school game. But I think like I said, I don't really see you like their quarterback. He all right, you know what I mean. But I don't really like their offense is kind of like a little bit. They play style is like ours, but I don't see like they don't really hold up as well as ours. Like because when you look down, I think they got like 200, 300 passing yards this year. They giving up a bunch of sacks and fumbles. Like so, they not really like CU. They kind of play like CU, which kind of I think CU should take a look at that and like kind of say, hey, why y'all both got the same record? All this pass percentage, like why? You know what
It's
I'm
that
saying?
pad, yeah.
Yeah, they both pass heavy, heavy. You know what I'm saying? I get it. But I think CU tomorrow gonna run that ball. Like I said last week, Patio, he wasn't trying to move too much around, just coming in, You don't want to make too many changes. You kind of want to make subtle changes here and there. Before you know it, it's a different way of doing things. So
Yeah, I think
keep
for sure they're gonna be running the ball tomorrow.
right. They put on seven. He put on six to seven last week. I'm pretty sure he looked on certain areas where he could kind of eliminate that play calling for Shedeur, trying to add it to the running game. You know what I mean? Because a lot of them time, even like sometimes Shedeur got sacked. Like it should have been a running back to back. Like nothing wrong running two back to back run plays, three. But I think Pat's going to get to that. You might see Smoke. I think he might really get either if it ain't nothing that him is like Smoke and Dion and get into. I think he might get Smoke in there because for some reason I think Flea was just because he just knew something. I don't think Flea felt too right with really moving it around. Because there's no reason why you're not gonna move them boys around back there. There's no reason. But I think it's just the play calling aspect of how they wanted to run. They didn't want to guess do it like that, man. Maybe show they can run. They don't want to stick with it. They want to get more of the receivers going. I don't know, but I think it's gonna be a run game tomorrow night.
Yeah,
It's
I
gonna have
think
to be
it's they're gonna get that run game established, and
right.
then from there see what happens.
Right. If Pat Shermer get them going 30-30, it's gonna be if they can become a 30 like this off the stats, they can become a 30-30 balanced play calling offensive team. You looking at like a Bama top five better than that. Like you looking at a top five offense, like just efficiency wise, just off the numbers because they got 300 attempts rushing. I think they got 600. They 1 yard away from just averaging 4 yards as a team. Like right. I think it's like 399 rushing and like 300 attempts. No, 699. Pardon me, 699 rushing and 400 attempts. So that's like 1 yard from 400 yards average. I mean 4 yard average. You just got to play call more. You just got
Yeah,
to play call more now. You just got to volume up the run game. And you're looking real good, like a really good. And this team next year, this line next year, gonna be unpassable. I'm telling you, watch.
yeah. They had a year under their belt. Yep.
Ooh, they looking at they they accumulated about around so they got 423 total attempts for the year passing, right? So that's how many pass plays they got off. But then he got sacked 49 times. So that's how many pass plays you didn't get off. So you add those two, you're looking at what 472 now, right? So 471 rather, right? So out of the 470 plays, they only gave up 49 sacks. That's not bad. Out of 470 plays, you got so you break that down, you start to see where they get efficient. But next year, after all of this experience together, they will be efficient when they are at 300 run play or pass plays. They're only going to give up 20 sacks,
Yeah, I
19
can see
sacks.
that.
That's going to be amazing, bro. And they're going to get some fresh bodies in there that can really help it get better than that. Oh my God. And remember, this is a second string. This ain't even the first string online.
Yeah, some of them are hurt. Like we didn't have Tyler Brown,
We had
and
Tyler Brown and the other guy who ripped his bicep, and
yeah,
we had to
Connor.
move people around, and then on top of that, the ones who left, the ones who left, I don't think Sabian and what's the name was first strings over them.
Yeah, there was a couple of them that left. It was one guy that transferred in from Florida. He went to UCLA, and
Right.
he just didn't. It wasn't like they told him to leave. It was just he just left. I guess he
Right.
just wasn't feeling it, so he left. But yeah, they
Right.
had quite a few big men that left.
Right. So they playing with second, third string linemen, you know. Or they was assumed to be second, third string linemen, you know. So that's a lot of coaching, man. but
Yeah, next year
I
they're gonna be tight. It was this one well-off media clip I saw where the lineman, you know how Coach Prime will tell one of the players come up to say something.
mm,
One of the linemen was like, "I'm here to take y'all job. It's your job to prevent me from doing that." Oh, I
right,
like that attitude.
right.
He said, "I'm
All
here to
right.
take your job from you every day."
He ain't playing.
He not playing. He
That's,
gonna be starting next year. He gonna
hey,
be
he not
starting,
playing. He's speaking it to hey, everybody heard it. Hey, everybody heard it.
and he's a
Hey,
big dude too. He's not only is he big, he look big, and he looked
right,
like he don't take no mess.
right,
He was like, I'm coming for y'all jobs.
right.
I'm coming for you. And it's your job to prevent me from doing it." I can tell how Coach Prime looked at him. He said, "Oh, I love that right there."
Right.
I could tell he probably looking like, we don't found us a dog over here.
Right. No, Prime that turned them up. See, Prime that turned it into games. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He
he
didn't put
don't.
the
He be
morale.
turning people into monsters, man. You know how he be like, you remember when Coach Prime said, "I'm looking for 8 dogs. I'm 8 dogs away." He did that for a reason.
Right.
He did that to provoke people.
Of course.
And that dude
Hey,
right there, he probably provoked him. He said, "Oh, you got your dog right here."
right.
And just the
Hey,
way he looked, he don't look like he looked like how an offensive lineman's supposed to look. I
right.
can't explain it. He got this like chip on his shoulder. He was like, "I'm here to take y'all job." And he said, "I'm here to take your job, and don't let me. But I'm
But
here.
not
I'm
let me.
coming for you."
That's right. He does let him know. He got the physique. He number 72.
Yeah, he got the physique. He got the look. He kind of looked like Jumbo Elliott a little bit.
He looked like how a solid offensive tackle. Like
Yeah.
a oversized hoop player. You
Yep.
know, but Coach Prime pointed him out from the
Yeah,
scout
he
team.
pointed him out for a reason.
Right.
See, he knows. He know where the dogs are.
I think a few of them guys got in last week
I think he
with the
did. He
jumbo
did see
package.
some playing time.
Right. They went jumbo a few times and they had I think it was I'm not sure if it was him, but he had 70 something. But his number was 72.
He was the one that always be like, "How the hell are you?" He just got a look about him. He looked like a bodyguard. He just
Come
looked
stand
like
and
he
hold this
don't
door
take
up.
no mess, man.
Just stand here and hold the door, okay? Just make sure this door don't fall.
It looked like he every bit of 6'6", 6'7".
Yeah, yeah. That's about right. Yeah, like too much. That's why I was more worried about Washington being 6'10". Like, it guys are big. Boy, man, that's he tell you he really be body handling people like that. I look back, I said, "Dad, he just talked to me. He just fleeped like he ragged. Dude supposed to be going to the pros next year. What?
I think he 1 or 2 techniques away from going to the pros. He's too
Who's
big not
Washington?
to. Both of
Washington?
them, him and
Oh,
Tank,
Washington.
him and
Washington
Tank.
going. Washington going. They know if once they get more jail about them, you gonna see. Look, it was one play when that play Shedeur was scrambling. I don't know why Savion just didn't pancake dude this pancaking to death. This I don't know why Tank did this pancake. See, they be giving up the pancake. I don't know. The coach ain't saying pancake this guy or what because
Tank almost got one, but the dude slipped away from him. He almost got it. He almost got. I saw that one. He almost
he
got it.
he had a few of them, but they just don't. They block him down, and when the rusher go to their knees, they don't fall on them. They'll let them
Yeah,
come
when they
up off
fall
their
to their
knees.
knees, you're supposed to fall on them.
Yeah, he supposed to pancake him. Like
Yeah,
as soon as he go
pancake
to
them.
he pancake. Like why is you still trying to block him down? Like nah, pancaking and then Shedeur, that's a bag. Like he
Shit,
just
they
taking
need to watch them old Orlando Pace footage.
they
If
be
you
body
fall in
handling.
front of him, he's on you.
Right, you go down too far. They gonna cave over you. Like
Yeah, that's his
this too.
name, Ben Resnick. That's him. That's his name, number 72. He don't look
Yeah,
yo. I saw something in him, just the way he was talking.
Yeah, he
And
ready.
he didn't have his head down not once. He had his head straight up. He was like, "I'm here to take your job." He meant that. He's gonna
Right,
take somebody's job. Watch. He's going. He meant that. He meant that.
right,
He said, "I want all the smoke."
right. But around this time, this is where you're gonna see a lot of changes of subs coming. Not too many changes, but people getting a chance to play. 10th game, 11th game of the season. People gonna get out there they've been want to give a good look next year, so they're gonna get them their looks right now. That's why
Yeah,
I'm hopeful. Well, Smoke out of there anyway. So
yeah. Wait till the off season. They're gonna be working out, and then they got this year under their belt. Yeah, they're gonna be way better, way better.
people, you gotta understand how much that is when you really get like a full off season, the spring ball, 7-on-7 camp. Then you get a little chill session. Then you go back to summer. Oh man, it's like
Yep.
you a team, yo. Now you got people who could be like, man, no, that's not it. And then people who don't come in like, who you know? Like him to me show you. Now you got that politics going or that ranking automatically
Yeah,
just
I was
off of default.
I was waiting for an offensive lineman to start talking, and when he said it, man, it was like a breath of fresh air when he started talking his shit. I was waiting for someone because that's what they do. See, this is a big man's game. Like
Right,
it goes through them. Like he said, "I'm here to take your job," and he meant it. I know he meant it. He said,
right.
somebody about to get their job taken away from them, and I'm
You
not
know,
giving it back."
hey, in there smacking right now. Look, it's the end of the season,
Yep.
and you ain't played yet. You trying to play? You think you're not going hard as you can in practice?
Oh, they going
Like
hard
the
in
ref,
practice.
hey, the coaches should be running lap. You hitting too hard. That was not right. That's your
Yeah, you
teammate.
hitting too hard.
that's
Go run
that's
a lap.
right. That's what they should be doing right now. They're not doing. I'm pretty sure they're doing that. But this is what is expected at this time of the season. This we gonna see them those little looks that was looked at earlier. Are they still around? If they giving looks still, let's give them a look. You know what I mean? This I like to see, and it's all perfect time. And Pat got a chance to really. I think he might show us a lot, but not enough to scout out next year. But I think he's going to give us enough to really get through the rest of this year. That's what I do. I do to see that too for some reason. But after this little change, and they focus on running the ball, they add a little extra tackle here because they got tackles that can move. They got tackles that can handle you.
Yeah,
They needed to know and work together. And now they know, and
yeah.
now they working
They
together.
gonna
And
be
now
all right.
right. They're gonna be man. Look, Mac, 400. Let's just say this: they got 470. Let's cut that in half. That's 230. Let's cut their sacks in half. That's 22, 24. Let's compare that to everybody in the league. That's top five O line.
Yeah,
Next year, you do the same thing, a little bit better. We call a little less plays. Y'all gonna be on top. I'm telling you, this it's gonna be a wrap
yeah.
anywhere it go.
Mikey is a walk on. They said 72 is a walk on. The big dude, he's a walk on. He getting ready to walk himself in the NFL. Give him two
Right.
years. He gonna be. You gonna be. They gonna be calling his name walking down that aisle going into the league. He got the attitude for it.
Probably letting us know who they be. Looks like 31. Like probably letting us know when they put it on here. Hey, break the. He lets you know who was on, like with any kind of move. Like you also see who been taken off the field. If you watched the game last week, I see who been taken off the field. I don't want to expose too much, but they got took off. And they probably it's funny, probably put you on. Like you coming on, he gonna put you, hey, break the huddle down. He did that. If you really watching, like he gave somebody some time to break the huddle, and now they not out there no more. And some people trying to break the huddle, they be out there. So breaking that huddle could be saying something. That could be a big precursor, man, because the
Yeah,
person who broke
they
the
just you just gotta think about it. 70 plus players, including the players that were there. This is their first time playing together as a unit. So, but they still did well, considering that they didn't have that much time to gel. They still did well. Imagine next year.
right,
They're gonna have the spring session, both spring sessions. They're gonna have both summer sessions together, and then leading up to training camp. You're gonna see a different offensive line, and then Tyler will be back.
right.
Cause Tyler ain't no joke.
Look, Tyler in Washington, I even give it the Tank, big old self, and whoever else they got, they doing just fine with them.
Yep.
I'm telling you, the numbers don't lie. It says the reason they the most sacked in the league is because they've thrown the most
They
passes.
throw the most passes, right?
Like if you compare their numbers to everybody else's numbers, they break down so crazy. You like, wow, hold on. So this team really trash. Cause like you could when you break down and compare, you just see efficiency and like you only thing I say really the O line was taking advantage of this year, passing the ball. There's no way in the world they should be, 400, 500 passing plays in with 10 games. They like 20
It's a
get 20
learning
passes.
curve, like the coaches, you know, like you just got to think about like Coach Prime. This is the first time he's been a rookie in a long time. He's a rookie in the Power Five, so it's just a
Right.
learning curve. He'll be all right next year.
Right. I think and that's him too to take see, I think so Prime so much he's so laid back and he wanted to entrust you with operating your operation that next year he gonna just be a little bit more controlling of it because he sees sometimes it might not really because like when you look at it like I don't think he wanted to come out and average 50 passes a game, you know what I mean? Or have it to where you can see options and not really utilize them. You know what I'm
Somebody
saying?
mentioned earlier that the backup quarterbacks didn't really get no shine. They couldn't. It's just because the games that they were in, they needed Shedeur to stay in
Yeah, any
because some of
blowouts.
these games were really close, and then it was a lot of the games they were trying to come back, especially that USC game. They couldn't take Shedeur out the game.
Right. You
Like I
put
could
them
see
second.
if they were up by like 5 touchdowns, yeah, but
Yeah.
they didn't. They
Yeah,
just didn't
no.
have that luxury this year.
Yeah, no, not tight games. Blowouts is the second, third string get to come in. But like I think like again, like I think Coach Prime, he like you said, like he just trusted those guys to really get him through the first little season of Power Five. Those coaches, Sean Lewis and those Kent State staff and whoever. Because initially, Prime he's supposed to have the Arizona State head coach as the offensive coordinator.
Yeah, the
He
Arizona
got
State. Yep.
maybe he got the Arizona State head coaching job, so
Yeah.
that put everything in like a resume line. So you know, and that right there, I think Prime just from how I kind of look at it, I think he like okay, this is your I'm coming, I'm here in the factory, I'm the manager, but you've been here, so you know what I'm saying. Just manage you managed before, and I'm gonna put my little. I think that's how Prime went at it. So he gave them the reins to do them. And Kent State, you know what I mean. I think that really wasn't who you really wanted powering behind the wheel. I would have gave more of that power to Coach Kelly for sure. Not so much Sean Lewis. I would have automatically had Pat Shermer calling him something like way. I would have had Sean Lewis more as a quarterback coach and an offensive developer coach or something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe offensive, uh, like assistant offensive line coach, quarterback coach, something like that. Like or like something like that. But like offensive play calling, like and the head coordinator. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? He could be the developer, and Pat Shermer could be the actual offensive play caller. So
Yeah, they're gonna be 100% better like next year. Look for McCaskill to be 100% because he already said it. I'm getting ready to go work out in Houston, in the off season, and everything is gonna be up. So he's by training camp, he's ready to go. He's
right,
he's 100%.
he go down
So
there, put on 10 more pounds. Oh my
yeah, he
God,
put on. He probably is gonna pack on the weight. I know the defensive line coach said that he need one other defensive end to put on. He wanted him to get to 240,
who in the
and
world?
I forget who he was talking about.
That's
Kyrie Mans, I believe. I can't remember.
that's a linebacker
Yeah, he said he wants somebody to get to 240,
to play linebacker.
and he's
Or
and
the,
he's and he's 220. He's 230 something now. So he wants him to get a solid 10 to 15 pounds on.
that's
That's
too
just
little.
weight training and eat and hitting the plate and weight training on the off
Right,
season.
right. Because he at least need to get 250, 260 on that D line. You know when we're 240 D line, that's linebacker. That's a nice linebacker. Get back that backer, son. Matter of fact, try and lose about 5 pounds.
Yeah, on the D line, like man, they had a D lineman that left there. He was 340.
The Buffs did.
Yeah, he was 340.
He must have been
He's a Samoan.
what?
Yeah, I was surprised that I was surprised that he left. I was like they probably gonna be able to use him. He probably didn't think so though. He probably thought he wasn't gonna play.
He was there before Prime, or
Yeah, he was there before Prime was there.
okay. What Prime call it? Y'all talking BP before Prime?
Yeah, like see, Prime said a lot of these players just left. They just left on their own. He didn't tell them to leave. He said it was only a few players, about 20 of them, that he said, "Look, we're moving in a different direction." But the
Right.
rest of them, they just left.
They said,
Like,
man,
I guess they see the thing is when he said, you got to compete. If you're the shit, it don't matter competition.
right.
You just gonna eat everybody up. So the competition is what it is. But I get it. He probably thought he wasn't going to be used. But no, you're going to be used if you 6'8", 340 on that damn
Right.
off on that damn defensive line. Yeah, you're going to be used. Is he
Right. What?
crazy? Yes, they're going to use him.
Right. Bucky Irvin too. Wasn't Bucky Irvin on the Bucks too? Wasn't he a Buck last year? Didn't he go to Oregon or something?
Oh, Bucky Irvin. He went to Oregon, but I can't remember his story. But he's in Oregon now. He did all that running against us.
Right. But Bucks had all kind of players leave. Even that guy who was with Arizona.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's just
Craig
about competition. I'm like,
Upshaw.
sometime I think sometimes maybe they need to get like a sports psychologist or something. Because
It's
if
this
you
new
if you
gen, man.
6'8", 340, bro, they gonna use you on that defensive line. You'll be able to listen. You'll
Wait,
be able
what?
to plug up gaps.
He said 6'8", 340.
Yeah, I couldn't believe he was that big. When I
Good
was looking at
lord.
Michigan State roster the other day, right? Because I was trying to see what some of the players that can possibly come to Colorado, right? And
I ain't
I
never
happened
seen
to
nothing
see
like that.
I happened to see his size. I said 6'8", 340.
Bruh.
Bro, you were gonna
That's
play.
of course. Right getting that nose. Get right down this middle. All you gotta do is just
All he
take a
got to do
step
is
and
plug
fall
up the
forward.
gap.
That's it. You just stand right here. Just step forward, just step and fall forward. That's all you gotta do. You're gonna crush whoever in front of you. And you're gonna run the quarterback lap.
Yeah,
Like
it was a test. It was a test and they failed. See, Coach Prime, that was a mind game. He said, "I want to see who's going to stay and who's not, because the ones that stayed, like Trevor Woods, it didn't bother him none.
right,
He stayed. He was like, oh, competition ain't nothing to me.
right.
And
Fresh
you
meat on
see,
the
he
grill.
getting playing time.
Right. You supposed to look at that as fresh meat. That's it and that's all. Competition, fresh meat. They left. And that sounds
You
like
see what happened with Carmani. He had a little bumps around the road, but he's still playing. He still found his way on the field eventually. Like it's just they know. Like when I know it was like the test, and they were like, yeah, he's saying that he bringing his people in, and I don't know if I'm gonna start. But then like Coach Prime said, if you got any kind of doubt, I don't want you. If you got any kind of doubt, nah, man, you're not that big and don't think you're gonna play now. Like Chance Main would have played.
yeah,
He would have
a lot.
played as big as he is. He would have played.
Yeah, all would have played. The people who's playing now were not expected to be playing. Like at no point. I think maybe this Savion maybe on the line. The whole team, there was second and third string players, yo. I think TB came starting. Like it was crazy, bro.
And look, check this out. The tight end that was talking trash, talking about he won his game footage. Bro, he's
Right.
6'6". He's 6'6", 250. Bro, you're gonna play.
Good lord,
I didn't know he
that's a
was that big. 6'6", 250.
you don't make them that big. You don't see too many people like that walking around.
Like it's just, but see, the reason why he left is because he was supposed to leave. He was a head case, and Coach Prime fished him out when the way he was talking. It was a test, and they failed it. That's what happened. I know what's his name, Shedeur Traore. I know he kicking himself now because they could have used him. I know he
Right.
kicking himself. I know he is because he had
A
to
lot
sit
of
out this
players.
year.
A lot, right? A lot of them players are. They could at least been uh, Amazon Prime famous.
But
The
it's the
Servant.
test. It was the test. They couldn't. It was that whole test, man. Like it's gonna be the same wherever you go. Like if you having a problem like making the squad here, you're gonna have the same problem somewhere else. Or maybe no. Some people tell me, well, actually, certain systems is better suited for you, so it just depends on the system. But bro, I'm telling you right now, if I'm 6'8", 2 6 with 340, I'm not going nowhere. Cause
Right.
ain't nobody bigger than me. I'm just gonna manhandle everybody. So
They was huge. So
he
you
got
got
that
6'8".
Samoan blood too. Oh come on.
How many 6'8" they had? How many 6'8" 300s they had? Good
They didn't
lord.
have. He was the biggest one on the defensive line. He was the biggest.
I mean, like on the team on that line, that must have been really big because you got Sabian, Tank, him,
No, he
another
played.
one.
He played defensive line.
Right. I mean, on the team though, like that's a
Oh, on
lot
the
of big
team.
six
Yeah, he
eight
was
three
up there with
hundreds on the line.
Savion.
Right.
I
So
think
that's big.
Savion is what 6'9".
Right. Sabian 6'10", I think.
Yeah,
6'10".
6'9", 6'10".
So it would have been a 6'8", 6'10", and a 6'9" offensive lineman out there, and then TB. It could have been something else, probably at the center. Another 6'5", 300. Man, we'd have been. They would have been. Hey, would have been. Yeah, it'd have been. Yeah. Who knows?
As
A whole
long
bunch
as
of would
he's
have
on
been.
that line, that running back ain't running up the middle.
Man, you not running up. I say, Hugh. That's like a castle line. Like, good
Yep.
lord, good God. Bus was they was recruiting size, but I don't know what happened with the coaching or whatever it was. Motivation, but I don't get it.
I remember when I played in high school, the coach was like that too. He was old school. He said, if you don't sit here and bust your ass in practice, I'm not playing you. He said, I don't care how good you are. So my boy, he was like, he thought that he was better than everybody on the team, right? Which he was bigger than everybody on the team. But then it was one game we were getting our ass handed to us, right? And I went up to one of the positional. I said, why is he not playing? Like we need him on this line right now. He was like, we're not letting him play. And I'm like, why? He was like, don't worry about it. He said, or you about to stop playing. So I shut my mouth at that point.
Oh yeah, no, you better not have no. No, yeah,
I was
I would
like,
never.
and then he look. You know the crazy part? You know how like during the game everybody's standing up trying to, because the game was like we was getting our ass. I mean physically handed to us. The score didn't reflect how we were getting our ass kicked. We were physically getting beat up, and so we're all standing up trying to like egg the people on, like encourage them. He's sitting on the bench by himself complaining. He said, "That's why they losing because I ain't out there." He said that,
Oh yeah, see, yeah, you definitely not about to
and
get out there.
then,
Though.
and I think it was either I got popped or somebody got popped. I think it was me, and he was like, see."
Yeah, nah,
He
you
said,
ain't.
"See that?" Like,
You, you might as well walk off the field saying like when players talk like that, they're like gonna never get no. Man, I don't know why. I don't know who and all this like this new tradition came from. Like the players, I remember back in the day, like you even what coach would be like, take your gear off right now, take your pads off, you done. Like you over here talking crazy on the sideline. We losing, winning, anything. Like what?
yeah,
I
he
don't
was
get
sitting
like
on the bench doing that, and I said, at least cheer us on. Like, we getting dogged over here. Like, at
right.
least cheer us on, man. I had like blood on my jersey. Like, it was bad. It was like it was all the way bad. But that team that team that we played was a lot bigger than us because they had more kids on that team. They had a complete roster. We had a we I came from a small school. So most of us played both sides of the ball.
Right.
So and then
Right.
special teams, if you ain't got no how they used to do it, if you ain't had no assignment, you're on special teams. So but I was like, at least put them on special teams, man. They was like, nope, we not playing them.
That's what. Hey, that's what happened to me. My senior in high school year. Speaking, bringing out that like it was. I lost because of that too. Like we was supposed to punt, and the offense was out there, and we ended up punting with the offense, and they couldn't cover, and they ended up running it back because it was just like it was so ridiculous with extra
Oh, I
people to
got
play.
one for you.
I was
I
I
got
was
one
so
for
mad.
you. Back then, it started getting popular when you put the tent on your helmet, the visor.
Right.
and it was a night game, right? And I couldn't see.
It kept getting smoky. The first little thin plastic ones, the fake
Yeah,
visors. You
it
got the
was
fake
fake.
visor,
You know how like
right?
it'll cloud up on you. It's not like the
Right.
visors they got now.
The Oakleys, yeah,
Yeah, the old
yeah,
the yeah, this one clouded up on. I couldn't see,
right, yeah. No,
and
you had
then I was trying to I'm ripping it off, so I had a hole in it. He said, "You can't fucking see." You
it.
can't fucking see. He's sitting there.
Hey,
You know, back then they used to like grab your jersey. You
yeah,
know,
horse collar. Oh yeah, the
yeah, horse
coaches,
collar
yeah,
you.
the coach. What are you doing, son?
He
You
said,
can't
"What are
see.
you doing?
Wait.
You supposed to be? You mean to tell me you can't fucking see?"
Hey, no,
And,
I
and
still
look,
hate
we
it.
got a penalty for not. I don't know. Like we didn't have that many men on the field or 2 men. I don't know what it was. And give me that damn helmet. He took it and just ripped it off.
Right, yeah, them little
He had
things you
that
can
old
almost rip
man
them off.
strength, huh?
Yeah, hey, them things you can almost rip off. Like, remember you used to hit and they used to crack and the tent would come off, like the little tent piece would come off. And you see the tent breaking on the inside of them or on the
Yeah. He's
outside of
like,
them.
"What are you wearing this to be cool? Like,
The
what are you
little
wearing
first
this
ones,
for?"
right? Yeah, them
I
was
ain't had nothing to say.
But back then they didn't
Yeah.
let you wear them dark. I think after the 80s, at like 92, 94, you couldn't wear them with anything. I think Ricky Williams brought back the dark, but
Yeah,
that's
he
when they was
did. He brought
testing.
back the dark. Now, some people wore them. They you could get them prescription too.
Right, right. But then
Some
now
people
see the
wore them like
Oakleys
that.
that yeah, the Oakley make the mirror reflect or the mirror tint. It's like a smoke now. The Oakley came out like 2000, I think 99,
Yeah,
98. They came
I
out with
had
the
Then I changed the goggles. I had goggles.
you was out there with the goggles and the helmet.
Yeah, I had the
Oh no.
goggles. Yep.
So you use it for prescription or for eye protection?
Prescription.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, I
okay.
couldn't see. I needed glasses, and
Oh,
I
okay, okay.
yeah, and I couldn't see. Just imagine, I didn't have my contacts in, right? I didn't have
Oh,
my
yeah, I wouldn't.
contacts in, and I had a
Right,
tinted visor.
right.
I couldn't
I,
see nothing.
I don't know how you play with contact. Everybody I know who play with contacts always got them lost. I'm like, how do y'all play with contact? Like, ain't you worried about the thing moving in your head or something?
Not the
Like,
contacts they have now. I don't have to worry about. I wouldn't have to worry about it, but
but
or
back
just
then though, we talking about back then the other
oh,
contact.
back
Like,
then, yeah,
yeah,
back then they'll fall out.
right. People all be like, man, you see my contact, like, bro. I'm like, I'm about to help you look for that.
But I wore goggles though. Like they made they I had the goggles, not the I had the wraparound goggles. You know, they had the strap on them. I had
Right, right.
special goggles that fit in your helmet.
You had the Akeem Olajuwon. I know which ones you had
Yeah,
on.
but the
You had
Eric
Akeem.
Dickerson joints, like somebody said,
The
I
Dick,
had them
the
joints.
the Dickerson. Oh yeah. Dickerson did wear the
That was
goggles.
the only way I play. That was the only way because I couldn't wear the visor. I couldn't do that, and yeah, you know, back then we had them big ass shoulder pads. We don't have them. You
Right,
remember them big shoulder pads?
right. The satellites.
Yeah, man. Like the shoulder pads they have now, man. I would have loved to play in those.
Yo, I'd have been thunder rocking.
Yeah,
Them things fit like
that's what gave people all that damn CT, them big ass shoulder pads.
right. Them things at least 10 pounds, at least 20, 15. I remember in high school, my pads got cool in college though, but like my senior year in high school too. But like that's when they started to make them a little better because we was getting the new with the old upgraded NFL shoulder pads. Like right when the NFL was wearing the better shoulder pads, we got the old edition right before they went to the newer one. Now this high school was wearing the old NFL shoulder pads. Now the college and NFL wear the same shoulder pads almost, but now they about to up. You see what I'm saying? So it looks like
Yeah,
always a little behind us. Cause but yeah, them shoulder pads. I think the helmets were the reason really, because them Rydell's, thank God they took them off the shelves because them things were like bricks in your head. It was like you wouldn't even like them. I always had an air helmet, but like Rydell was unforgiving. Yo, that thing
I
was
remember one time where our coach he put on the shoulder pads. He said, "I'm about to show y'all how to hit." He's Nigerian, right? Kind of built like Christian Okoye a little bit. He said, "I'm about to show y'all." So we had this drill. I think Colorado was just doing the same drill. You know how you run into each other. They just
Ankle
did it
tackles.
recently. I remember they asked Kermani, "Is he all right?" They did it recently. We were doing
Ankle.
that.
Yeah.
Man, he
Ankle
hit me
tackles.
right,
Mm.
and I fell back. I didn't fall down. He said, "You all right?" I said, "I hear him ringing in my ear."
Hey, them ankle tackles be. Hey, you all. If you don't get your head across the face mask, you might catch your ear hole and the whole head light up.
Yeah, you
But
got to use that shoulder pad to hit because if not, if you ain't ready for it, oh man, he hit me so damn hard. I started hearing ringing in my ears.
yeah, you let him get across your. Or you was trying to tackle him and then get across his
I
face
was trying
mask
to
and he
tackle
dropped on
him.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he dropped on your ear hole. Like
Yep.
you got to get across their face mask. Like that's what they teach you on ankle tackles. You put your head on the other side, like a rugby tackle almost. That's how you ankle. It's a rugby tackle for us. It's called ankle tackles. But ankle, like I think in football, like I think that ankle tackle right there, what they do, I think it don't really get you on ankle tackles. They should just rugby tackle. They should use rugby bags and just get the memory of this catching. I think that's better, bro. Them ankle tackles don't ever do nothing, man. This is on the same. To me, it's the same because you always practice ankle tackles, but
Yeah.
like
Ankle tackles.
no
We used to do those.
angle. My bad. Like
Angle.
angle.
Yeah.
Yeah, ankle tackles. Like I don't. That's just the basic. That's just the basic of the basic of tackling. You know what I'm saying? And it's if you go angle tackle, you should rugby tackle. Like teach them the rugby tackle. That's what they need to do. Like for real, for real. You gonna get run. You gonna always get run. I seen Kamani get run because he didn't get his face across the face mask. You gotta come across his face mask. You try to slow up and hit him on the inside, you gonna get your head rung or you gonna get trucked or something.
Yeah. I saw him shake his head on that play.
Yeah, you
Like
gotta get
they
across.
say, "You all right?" Coach Prime asked him, "Is he all right?"
Right. What you all right, boy? We out here hitting, boy.
He shook his head. Yeah, he all right. He just
Out
got he
here,
got he got clocked a little bit, but he's all right.
out here hitting, boy. Prepare yourself at all times. You between them lines,
Shit, the
man.
NFL, man, them dudes be drilling each other.
Yo, they be going so hard. Like I was saying, I was on somebody else's thing. I was like, because they was talking about Jimmy Horn getting drafted. I was like, man, Jimmy going because you making plays. Because college, bro, they just want to see if you got enough talent to make the play. Okay, you a playmaker, you can make some plays. In the pros, they want you to do that every down. You know what I'm saying? It's possible. As many downs as possible. I want you to do the same thing over and over and over and over the same way. Perfect, perfect. And when you get to the pros, them dudes be going so hard, bro. I'm talking about like, have you like when you going so hard? Have you ever went so hard your whole body cramp? Like your whole body is going to cramps. And then like you gotta take like IVs and get back right, and then go back out there. And then you dang near have a seizure, and you go back. Are you going so hard, bro? Like
Yeah, I went to a what they call it. What they call Washington now? The
what you mean,
Commanders.
commanders? Yeah.
Yeah, I went. They used to have their training camp out here, not too far from where I live. Probably like maybe a 10-minute drive from where I stay. They used to have the training camp out here. This is back when RG3 was playing, and they started hitting. Well, they had a scrimmage. They had like a little bit of a scrimmage, and that man, the hits I was hearing, I
Right,
was like, man, this is unbelievable. This is next level right here.
right. Yeah,
Yep.
practice. The game don't show you what go to practice. Practice where see the majority of the time people don't get hurt. You don't get injured in the game. You get injured in practice most of the time. Like football, you get injured in practice majority of the time because that's where you're going hard at the most, like all the time. In the game, you might get injured or you might be hurt because you got injured in practice. Like pretty much that's how I go. Like pretty much football you don't really get hurt unless you get hurt in the game, like one of them, like like how boy Chubb happened to Chubb or something like that. Those are kind of like sudden injuries that happen in the game. But the majority of your football career, you're gonna get injured in practice because you're going so hard in practice.
Yeah, they were going
And
next level, man.
man, every play, boom, 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 get back, boom. You're not just in the game. You might just go hard one time, boom, you chill, okay. The next play it might not go to you. It might go over
The
here. It might
practice
go over there.
squad was the one that was going the hardest.
Right. Oh, yeah. Because
And
yeah, it's practice.
the what's his name, RG3, they wasn't allowed to hit him.
No, you're
You
the
know, he had
quarterback.
a different jersey and they wouldn't hit him. But they were hitting the practice squad people though. They were hitting.
Every play, smack, smack, smack. Every drill, smack, smack. Everything, like full all the way, like full, like gang speed when they hitting. Unless they like shoulder pad, like this, like shorts and helmets. But other than that, if they still up, they just got shoulder pads on. They still popping. If they full gear, or maybe they ain't no full gear. They just put on some pants. They don't even go bottoms in the NFL no more. I remember they used to wear. I remember they wear when they wore thigh pads still and hip pads. They
Yeah,
don't
I
even
remember
wear them.
that.
Yeah, they wear like the little Matrix, the gin pants now with the fabric padding.
Yeah, they
But
do the fabric pad. They don't do like the heavy thigh pads anymore.
right, the thigh pads, the hip pads, they got like fiber fabric or whatever. But they going hard, man. It is not, man. It is a reckless abandonment under control
Yep,
at a
reckless.
higher
Yep.
emotional level. Like football is so they say you gotta play football with emotion and passion and with reckless abandonment because you can't care what happened to your body. You gotta sacrifice. So it's like, man, them dudes is grown men with grown man power that's been lifting weights
And
for
trying to
15
keep their
years.
jobs. Yep.
Right? They gotta pay rent tomorrow. They got
Because you
four
know
children.
they don't as far as their NFL salary, they don't get paid in the off season.
They get paid during the week.
They get paid they get paid when they play.
Right. Right after the game,
Yep.
Monday or something.
They get paid when they play, but some of them, obviously some of them have endorsements and stuff, so they get paid. But as far as their NFL check, they get paid when the week they play. I didn't know that until a homegirl of mine, her ex boyfriend used to cut their hair. He was a barber for the Redskins, but he said, yeah, some of them they don't get paid in all season. They unless they
No.
got endorsements and stuff like that. That's a different story.
Right.
And then some they made so much money where they okay, but he said the average player, he said a lot of them was living check to check. And then
Right.
what they would do is they'll go to the ownership and get a loan. They'll get loans and stuff.
But no, yeah, they get paid every Monday or Tuesday after every game. It's like the NBA. The NBA get paid like that too.
And
Like
then they gotta pay state tax in every city they play in. Every state
crazy.
they play in, they gotta pay state tax.
That's crazy.
Yep.
'Cause
Except
they
for except for if you play in Texas, you don't
right,
gotta pay it.
right. Unless you got to, yeah, because you playing, you made money when you go and play. They pay you for the games you play, really. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
you get paid for that, and then
The,
some
the,
players got incentives. Like if you rush for 1,000 yards or you rush for a certain amount, you get a certain amount of sacks. They get money like that too.
right.
They got incentives, but yeah, it's only a fraction of a small percentage of them that's actually millionaires in that
But
game.
very small, very small. Basketball is more you get paid bonuses for playoff games.
Yeah.
I don't know if you get bonuses for football
You said
because
which
those are like
position? He got a question. What position y'all think Travis might play in the NFL? Defensive back or wide receiver? With the way they hit.
DB.
Well, he's still. You gotta remember he's still just a sophomore, so he's still filling out. So I don't know how bigger he's gonna get, but what do you think? What do you think he going? I don't know what he gonna play in.
DB.
If I he look
He
like he
get
might
the
play both.
he get. I see because he already like he came in 168 or something. So he put on 30 pounds when he leave. Got like one because he's 6'1". So like that height alone, receiver either he gonna have to be 220. You know what I'm saying? 215, or he gonna be a cover guy at 190.
Yeah,
Six
cover
one
guy.
190.
Yeah,
Because
cover
that's
guy.
that's and I look his physicals is showing because he put on 10 pounds, 20 pounds. The next 2 years, he'll be about 180, 85 in college. You get about 190. That'd be great. That'd be super great if he can get 190. He would look like a beast if he get
Yeah,
190.
he'll bulk up. I mean, he's still I keep forgetting that these kids are really young.
Right. They
Like he's
super
just a
young.
sophomore.
Right, he's super young, so you gotta look at if you give him like max weight to be like because it's not easy to put on weight. So if typically you put on like 15 pounds, 20 pounds, maybe a year if you really go put on a lot of weight. That's a lot of weight, 20 pounds, 15 pounds. If you just do like most football players do, they gain 15 pounds every year or whatever. So you do that with him. Like I said, you get around 190, he'd be a perfect cover guy. Just on how he play defense and how he see the field, keep everything in front of him. Like them plays, whatever, them little fake zone reads or whatever he doing. That's
Oh, you
that
say
right.
y'all? Somebody say y'all focus too much on size. Look at Devonta Smith. Yeah, you got some exceptions to the rule.
I'm not saying, yeah, he
He's
can go up and make the
small.
big catch. Be like, yeah, he can outrun DBs too. But what he do? See that? See what would make you not play receiver and have you play DB is you not being able to catch the ball, right? That's why that'll make you you a receiver, you can't catch. Nah, you could be a DB. Okay, that's pretty much the only thing. Trav could catch, so that's what
Yeah, he
makes
can
him.
catch. Mm-hmm.
But he could play defense. Most receivers can't really play defense. He could play defense.
Yep.
Most receivers can't play defense. He can play defense. Most receivers. So right there, he's looking at defense because he can play defense, and that's you can get a bunch of receivers that can play receiver and can't play defense. So he's more special at defense because he can tremendously play defense. Now let's get him a little bit more heavy. We can make tackles better and all that. But his mind and his positioning and all of that, that's DB. Receiver, he get both things on the same thing. He know how to get inside, get outside. He know how to dig. He could drag. He could do everything, and like he can how to maneuver. He got a signature spin. He can be a dominant receiver. He can be pretty big in the NFL as because you want to score. But if you can shut people down and run back scores, that'd be even better. You know what I'm saying? That's like the really the dominant thing in football is defense. Of course,
Yeah,
offense
he's
win
just a
championships.
playmaker. He's just like I could see him doing both in the NFL, like playing a
Right,
little bit of both.
right. I mean, you can like I said, offense win championships, but defense win dynasties. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is, man. I look at it like that. Like then, like if you look at duration, you know what I'm saying. A lot of receivers it's tough to play receiver for a long time. You know what I'm saying? To play every like for 10 years at receiver is tough. You take a lot of hits. You got to depend on people keeping you safe. A lot of those kind of things. You get in the NFL, do you really want to depend on people looking out for a lot? You never know. Defense, you take a lot of security onto yourself. You just got to watch yourself, keep your cues up, make tackles. Other than that, you can play a long time. Just be informed when you make tackles, so you won't hurt yourself. I think he'll last longer and play better in the NFL as a DB because, for one, he'll be able to sustain the physicality because he'll be able to control more of that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just he got too many possibilities to really get taken advantage of in so many ways. Defensively, not so much. Defensively, maybe he might get overpowered sweeps or whatever. Technique can come in and save him. Defensively covering, he's a tremendous player. Like I said, that pick he got at TCU, that pick he got at UCLA when he just got off his face, he got off the zero and took the dig, took the little fake dig and just picked it. He did the same thing again. He just did it again. Arizona players do not make that play. I don't care. You just don't see many players do that. Like just to get into a back pedal and then see it and then karaoke and make a play away from your coverage repeatedly is just that's sickening, bro. That's like,
Yeah,
yo,
he's once in a lifetime type of player.
I watched plenty of football. I'm talking about I watched football for years. Honestly, Woodson, honestly, Bailey, honestly, Merton, Hank, honestly, all these people, Woodson, honestly, all these DB from years from the 80s and 90s. And like, nah, bro. Never seen them do that.
Yeah,
Never
he's a
seen them.
generational type of talent. Like he's once in a generation that he comes along.
Man, never seen people are all that's nothing. No, that's crazy. Like that's like when he
Yeah, I
did
saw
it.
what he did. He was faking it. It looked like he was going to play another receiver, and then the quarterback threw it, and he jumped it. He was really he recovered and jumped the route and took it. Yeah, it was
You
beautiful
see,
to watch.
you see linebackers making those kind of plays because
Right.
they're in the middle with a miss. They got to go here and they see a guy coming. They can make a read there, right? They see because they cover in the middle. That's what they. But to be on the edge in space and covering, and then you just take off. And I think a lot of times, he get frustrated because he want to play it and he expect his teammates to be in something. He don't really want to play it how he want to just yet. We're not seeing the best of his hunter skills. He's the hunter because that is hunting, bro. I'm talking about, bro. I'm screaming, bro. When he did a TCO, like, oh my God, never seen nothing like it. Yeah, I'm 41, be 42 in about 3 weeks. Well, about 5 weeks, January 6th, maybe a year. But never seen nothing like, yo, you jam 5 yards, you press, look, cover, leave,
Yeah, he can do it
and
all.
then you help. Oh my God, you come up with the ball. How did you, what was you, bruh? I'm just looking at my man. How you watching my man, your man, and the quarterback?
Yep, that's what he was doing. He was watching the quarterback, the other man, and the other one.
Like,
And he saw
come
where the
on.
ball was going and he jumped it.
People look at that and be like, oh, that don't seem, no, that is dang near, like, I wouldn't say impossible, but it takes a lot of experience and it takes a lot of being comfortable on the field, just being familiar. But it's like, bro, this dude is like a resurrected ex-football player. He's like, what did you play football before 50 years ago? What's
Yeah,
going
he
on here?
reincarnated.
Right? Like, did you play this game before?
He
Like, this
played in the
like,
70s.
right? He played in the 70s or something, or in the 1890s or something. Who knows, bro? But like I said, you won't see many players just even just do it. You just won't, just because they won't, because they'll I don't know how he's taught it. It's instinct. It's knowing.
Instincts is instincts.
It's so much more than what I could even say, bro. Because he's showing me it could be done for the first time. Like, that's how sick it is. Like, who showed you this could be done besides Travis? Well, he's them plays he made 5 times, 6 times. It ain't a fluke. This is how you get down. And yeah, I said it was when he came back. They was talking bad on him. Oh, Travis a bum. Our mayor did his thing. Oh, he was with him. I was like, man, y'all tripping, man. Man was out a whole month. Like,
Yeah, he was
yeah.
coming back off a major injury.
I was like, watch when you get 2 picks and 2 touchdowns, y'all gonna be looking crazy. Don't
Shit,
let him
he's
get
still
two.
recovering from it.
Right, still recover. He's not as sharp as the rest of the team because they played 9, 10 games. He only played 5, 6 games, right? So 6 games fully, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, don't be surprised if you see a game where maybe I'm not saying this year, but in the upcoming season or whatever. Don't be surprised you see him with 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, and a thrown touchdown. Watch, he gonna throw for a touchdown. Travis,
They just gonna stop throwing his way if that happens.
it's like, but see, look, when they get cover two, right? It can be dangerous because now you drag to his side, or if you dig to his side and he on it, he gonna pick it. And especially if you playing middle, like if he lets him have the sideline and they do a little drag to him, or they do a little dig to him, you nothing on the sideline. Then Carmine over there locking down. Oh my God.
And I saw this one play where Kermani, he was on one side of the ball. He came all the way across the field and almost got an interception.
Yeah, Carmine fast. When he was playing with a boy, when he should have tackled him, he showed some speed. Sometimes when you got so much speed, but you be gambling a lot. You see, that's why I kind of like Monty because he willing to gamble because he knows he can make up for it. But let's just secure some stuff. But he showed a lot of speed. I was like, damn, that boy fast. He got away a little bit. He angled this. Woo! Same way Travis did the same thing. He kind of caught him and had to reroute and catch him. But Monty, man, he ball hawk. That boy ball hawk. Like I said, this guy to just stay him. Make them tackles, man.
Yeah,
Just
he
make them ankle
zeroed
tackles,
in on
man.
the person. It was crazy because he was communicating with Shiloh because he liked the quarterback on defense. So
Right.
he was communicating. I guess they were audibling or something. He was like, "I got him." He pointed at him. He said, "I got him." The next thing you know, he did a slant, and now he's almost in on the interception. And then it was another play a couple games ago. I think it was a USC game. He came across the field again, and he caught the interception, but they didn't rule it an interception, but it was an interception.
Right. That was a pick.
His
They called
arms
that
is just
pass
really
interference.
long. You like, what can the defender do? This man has long arms. It's like
Right. If he got, I
nothing you
think
can do about it.
he got like a 6'3" wingspan,
He
6'4",
probably
like a
got like a
6'1".
6'4" wingspan, maybe more than that.
Yeah, that's covered body. But see, Carmine got speed. I think he a little bit faster than Travis. I think because him and Travis so fast, but I think he a little bit faster. He just like I said, once he get comfortable out there, Kamani gonna do his thing. Once he get comfortable on the field, he gonna do his thing because he a hawk. He just there. Like even if either he gonna be around making a play or should have made the
He
play.
is
That's
hawking the
that's
ball. He is around. He's
that's just
always
gonna be
around it.
him. But the best tackler on the team ain't playing Slush. Slush was the best tackler on the team.
Yeah,
Like I
Slush is
think.
good too. Yep.
But at the same time, I think Slush might be taking he might redshirt this year too because he only played a few games. And if he just kind of like I guess I think he played the TCU
Yeah,
game,
he got hurt too.
right? And then he came back and he played the CSU game. No, was it CSU? Was it the CSU or Stanford? He played his Stanford game. He played good at Stanford too.
That's
But
another
he gave up that
SEC
one
guy.
run.
He's another
Right,
SEC guy.
right. And like players like him, they get right all the way. But Carmine again, like I said, Carmine got a lot of he got a lot of like a lot to grow. Like it's nothing really to not say, but it's a lot of grow in him because he's so young, bro. Like
Yeah, he's so young.
you can't really say he can't do nothing from that position. You know what I'm saying? Last week he locked down. Yeah, he just made he wasn't I was he just made a bad decision. He should just not make the decision to just try to headhunt him on the ankle. Should have just wrapped. Other than that, him and Trav, bro,
Yeah, that's gonna
and
be dangerous. Him and them out there. Slusher is dangerous.
man, man, Slush, Travis J,
They got Silman
Tra-
Craig.
Summer Craig,
Yeah, they got a dangerous defense.
man, they go all coming back. Then you're gonna have I think McNeil coming back. Then you have your other freshmen coming in. You got Thomas. Who else you got? I
And
don't
you
know if
got the
McClendon he
quarterback coming
done.
back, Shiloh. He's coming back.
Shiloh coming back. So okay, the leaders
You
on the
got a
defense.
grown ass man out there on defense. How old is he? Yeah,
Shiloh be
man.
22 now. 22 at 22,
23.
20, 23. Oh, he's still young.
Yeah, he's
He on
still
22, 23. Yeah.
he got all the
20.
experience though.
Right, right. He the oldest. But like he the DB level. He one of the DB leaders. Travis is a DB leader. You know, Woods is a linebacker leader. Right now, D line I think is looking like McNeil and Cokes. They both coming back next year.
Yeah.
Offensively, you got Shedeur. Receiver group, you're gonna have Jimmy Horn. Running back group, you're gonna have Dylan and Hooker. Everybody gonna be. Their politics gonna look good next year. It's gonna be a real senior team. And they're gonna have freshmen to teach. Just imagine if Travis started teaching the other DBs his
He started
techniques, and
teaching
then
Kermani. Do you see that?
that's what I'm
He started,
saying.
and when I saw that, I was like, man, when I saw that right there, like just that meant everything to that kid to have Travis teaching him.
Right, and then
How do you
Carmine do the
think that
same.
kid felt, man?
Right, like a torch being passed.
Yeah, it's
So
the torch
so
being passed because Travis going to the draft next year, then Kermani is taking over, and then he's shortly behind him because
right,
he'll be a sophomore next season. Travis will be a junior heading to the draft, and Kermani is right behind him.
right.
He's right behind him.
Right. Either like it's gonna either be Colorado gonna have to be like a DBU, a QBU, or a wide out U. I think it's gonna be this a playmaker U and
Oh
like
yeah, DB University
right.
or
And I think
something. I
like
gotta give him a
right,
name. I call him
right.
Speed University, but
I'm gonna call him Playmaker University. You know what I'm
Playmaker
saying?
University.
Well, no, that's Irvin. That's Michael Irvin.
Oh yeah,
Well,
Michael
prime,
Irvin, the
well,
playmaker,
prime.
right?
Yeah, yeah. But if Travis passed down his techniques to Carmani, then he come in with they get that because colleges do that. Like they had freshmen to teach. Like you get to learn certain each college got
Fast
their own
changing of the
little.
guard. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey man, we do this over here. Like we do this over
yeah,
there.
we
Like, you
do
know what I'm
this, do
saying?
that.
Right, right. Like so they setting
He
all
eating
that.
it up too. Kermani is eating it up. You could
Right,
tell because he's silent. He be listening.
right.
Yeah, man,
I
he wants
that's
it.
that's gonna take Carmani far, yo.
Yeah, it's
You
gonna
know,
take him far.
just being that way, like just being not. See, I think people take Carmani like he's supposed to demand. I think Carmani is more of a just receiving. Like he's not like a forceful, demanding person. He'll go learn, but if you willing to tell him, he'll take your advice. You know what I'm saying? He seemed like one of them kind of people. He don't seem like the kind that got his own way of thinking set straight in his way. to where he not gonna change anything for nobody else. He seemed like he one of the kind of dudes that's willing to just take on the best information he can and apply it, man. But I see a lot going on over there, like protocol and tradition wise with the team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Prime gonna send a lot of players to the NFL. He sent one from Jackson State. Remember the defensive lineman?
And his linebacker,
Yeah, the
Aubrey.
linebacker, but before the linebacker, the defensive lineman.
Right, right.
He
He played
getting
for
a lot
Philly,
of
right?
burn in the NFL.
He for Philly. He playing at Philly, right? Philadelphia.
I can't remember where he playing.
Prime
Um,
going
he getting a lot of burn. He gonna send a lot of players, man.
Prime gonna send a lot of players. I would I would say as far as Prime gonna send at least by this year will not probably not, well maybe some might get undrafted. Maybe some of the
Yeah,
center
undrafted, get there, get opportunity.
yeah,
Hmm.
undrafted. But next year with Shiloh in them year, they're gonna have a lot. Watch. At
Yeah, they
least
gonna have some. Yeah,
probably
he
like
played for the
five.
Lions, whatever his name is.
So for the Lions, the
Yeah, he
Lions
played
going
for the
crazy
Lions.
right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, it's I think it's gonna be a whole new era in football, man. Since the new era changed. Lions is dominating. What? What universe am I on? What planet is this? The Detroit Lions is like, what are they, 7 or 6 or something? Whooping tail right now. So you got people like Coach Prime, making those relations, you're gonna have Prime gonna have, okay, maybe have a Detroit connection. For sure got a Raider connection.
No, he
And
got a
for
Raider
sure
connection with Tom Brady.
right, for
He
sure
got the
got a Raider.
Raiders connection already.
Right. Then he for sure got the Atlanta connection.
Yeah, he got
And
the
of course,
Atlanta connection. He
right,
got the Dallas connection.
right. So it's like, hey, where you really? So it's like, imagine having that kind of option going to college. Like the college I go to, the coach that I'm going to play for has these teams like as secure connections with, like just off top, the Detroit Lions, the Atlanta Falcons, the Oakland Raiders, and the Dallas Cowboys. What
Yeah.
college team can you honestly say if I go there, I'm for sure might be getting a look if I play really well at these NFL teams? Like
If you
none.
impress the head coach, you're definitely going to get an opportunity because he got a lot of connections in the NFL.
Mad, yo.
That's a huge upside to having a coach like that. He has a lot of connections. So if he feels like you got it, you're going to get a shot somewhere.
This off of him, guy you on the
Just
team. This for him.
off the strength of his word,
Right.
you're gonna get an opportunity.
Right. They forgot this Deion Sanders we talking
Yeah,
about
it's
prime
Deion
time. Yeah.
Sanders, man.
Yeah. Yo, this ain't Warren. This ain't I'm saying no this Warren Sapp. This ain't Warren Sapp. This ain't Shannon Sharp. This ain't Michael Everett. This ain't Keyshawn Johnson. This ain't anybody. Bro, Ron Bettis, Marshawn. This ain't none of this is Deion Sanders. You know what I'm saying? This dude is like when he was an analyst, like he was pretty much like what he was saying was pretty much what was said.
You're right.
Like pretty much like throughout all of football. Like what did Deion say? Like that's what it was. That's where it went. And Deion was like, I don't want this because I don't want to be the next. What was the other guy, the other brother who was pretty much like the head speaker besides Madden on football? But like Deion, it was that one. Like
Yeah,
period.
Deion was the guy as far as analyst.
Like even when he was playing, like man, this guy's good. I ain't playing with him. And it happened. He was trash. He good. Like Dion never like Dion, man. Dion, come on, man. Like I ain't no, I ain't no. I just understand the politics. I ain't no goofy. This Deion Sanders. Like when I was in the 8th grade, this dude was pretty much Michael Jordan. The word like him and MJ was on
Yeah,
the
when I
same
was
status.
coming up, we used to when I was coming up, I know people used to try to high step like him. Like in football, it was hilarious. People were like, and we had this one guy on that team. He was fast, and he always tried to do the high step and stuff, and the
But
dance and all that. Yeah,
that became a part of football. That was the
yep,
high Deion high step. You know what I'm saying? Besides that, like the man, this his word, like his involvement with people, and so, like he pretty much, you can't really say he spoke wrong about people. If he picked you up, it's a good thing. He got a good eye for people. People can say that for years, and like just watching and hearing behind the scenes, like for all my life, yeah, man, it's Deion, man.
yeah. We used to
Deion
call
say,
him Neon Dion, right?
yeah, it's Deion, man. Y'all tripping, man.
We had
What
his
Deion? You say
shoes
he
and
good? He
everything.
good,
Yep, we
right?
had his shoes and everything. I still have a pair.
when he was out here at Hammer and all them, all you hear about him, Hammer, Ricky Henderson, and all of them. They was tough with the community, bro. Like it was
Oh
all kind of
yeah,
stuff,
damn!
bro.
You said Ricky Henderson. Yeah, Ricky Henderson.
Yeah, man, Ricky. It
What's
was
his
all
name?
on him.
Yo, you know who would have been the home run king, but he got injured.
Who you talking about?
King Griffey.
Oh yeah, Ken Griffey.
He would
Yeah,
have been
Ken
the
Griffey. He
home
kept
run
getting
king if he
injured,
hadn't
man.
got injured, huh?
He never really had a whole season to play, man.
Nah, he
Every
got
season he
injured.
hurt.
Yeah, he couldn't bounce back from the injuries. But man, I seen him playing Shea. What he we used to call it Shea Stadium, where the Mets used to play. Man, he had one of the best swings I have ever seen. Because I had the
Ken.
vantage point because I was sitting right there near where they bat at, so I could get a good vantage point. Man, his swing, and he hit one out that day. He hit one out. The other person that I thought had a really good swing was Darryl Strawberry.
Yeah, Strawberry was good, but
Him
then
and
you know
Darryl
you
Strawberry.
just Strawberry the same way couldn't stay healthy. But that was Ken Griffey. That was plaguing his career. He couldn't stay healthy enough.
Yeah, he
If
couldn't stay
Ken Griffey
healthy.
could stay healthy, oh man, Barry Bonds wouldn't have come close. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah, he would have been the home run king, and it was natural too. He ain't take nothing.
nothing. He was built average looking. He just had that back speed and like, but
That
he
bat
just could.
speed was everything.
Man, Ken Griffey was something else. He just couldn't stay healthy, man. Every season he hurt, man. He hurt. We used to be like, how you get hurt playing baseball? Like, what are you doing?
See, I
Ken
seen
Griffey.
Darryl Strawberry hit one out of Yankee Stadium.
Darryl
You
Strawberry
don't
used to be
normally
on
see that a lot. He
right.
didn't
He's
hit it out of center field. He hit it out of right field. That ball
yeah,
went out of Yankee Stadium. I'll never
yeah.
forget. But some people say, nah, Max, the wind has something to do with it. Okay, well, if the wind
What?
has something to do with it, he still hit that thing out of Yankee Stadium. He hit it out of Yankee Stadium in the street.
Yeah, Daryl, he was on that on
I,
that on that on
I
that
don't know
poopster
what he
too.
was on, dog, for him
he
to
was
do
that
that.
on that pokey. He was that poopster. Daryl Straw back in them days, boy, he was bully
Yo,
beaming.
just think about back in the day when Babe Ruth and them played, right?
Oh, bro,
How
everything they was taking
strong was these people to have them old Louisville Slugger bats? Him and
them
Josh Gibson.
legal weight. They had legal weight bats. They had like 40-ounce bats or something.
How the hell they hit home runs, man?
Off drinking wine. Prohibition was crazy back then. They said they used to play drunk, like all kind of who knows play with that He-Man juice, man. Back then.
Man, it was well. I know he was the first. Babe Ruth was the first baseball player to, or he was the first athlete really to put together an off-season workout regimen. He actually
Oh,
had an off-season where he'd be working out. He was the one to do that. Mm-hmm.
huh?
Yep, where he stayed in shape in the off-season.
What's the name? Did that too? Kenny Sayers. Kenny Sailors.
Yeah.
He did the same thing. We got people doing jump shot drills now.
Look,
He
you said Darryl was smoking rock. Actually,
man, he was. He was
they
smoking that
admitted it. Him and
pookie.
Doc Gooden, they said in the World Series they were high as fuck in the
They sitting
World
there
Series, coked up.
smoking straight rock.
When they were
Damn,
throwing all them strikes.
man, what's his name? Playmaker back in the didn't they? In the limo.
Yeah, they admitted it. They admit that they said they were partying.
Hey, yeah, back in them days, Lawrence Taylor, all of
Oh,
them. What are you
Lawrence
talking
Taylor
about?
and all them. Yeah, he had a in it was it East Rutherford. It was near the Meadowland. I think it was the East Rutherford. Lawrence Taylor had a bar. It was called LT's Place, and after the
Yeah,
game, they all used to go there.
yeah, man. LT said LT used to have so much dope and women. It was ridiculous. They said LT. I heard his own mouth. He said he was so high and drunk one weekend. He said he was so high he didn't know he had a game. He rolled by the stadium and seen the stadium lights on. He drove in the stadium was like, oh wait, we got a game today.
He thought he had a game.
He didn't know. He didn't know. He was so out of it. He didn't know. He said he was on the freeway and he just be happened to be driving by the stadium and seen the lights was on. It got curious and drove down into the stadium. And he had a game that he was supposed to be in. He got in there around halftime. half
Hey,
high,
Jungle
turned.
Brother, it's no slander. It came out of their mouth. They said
He
it.
came out of his own
Yeah, they
mouth.
said they were getting high during the World
Yeah.
Series.
Man, Lawrence Taylor said he was getting high and messing with so many white women. He said before the game, he said had to drink a smoothie cup, a strawberry shake full of penicillin.
Full of penicillin. Jesus Christ. Yo, it was
Oh,
wild back in the 80s and early 90s. It was wild.
bro, hey, they used to be smoking in the locker room, drinking, doing cocaine, man,
Yeah,
all of
man.
that, man, all
They
of
were
that.
treating themselves.
They don't know how it was before '94. All of this before the war on drugs really cracked in with crack in '93, '94, and Dare and St. Louis drugs. Athletes was and before cigarette smoking became illegal indoors. Like before, they don't know how max people used to smoke on the bus and on the train
Yeah, and the airplanes.
and on the airplanes, and
Yep.
that's
I
back in
remember
them
that.
days. And back in them days, people used to just light up but it was more. But when they started to fight against it, with the secondhand smoke kills and say no to drugs, that's when the athletes started to back off and they started to like hush the athletes from talking about it.
Yeah,
That's like 94,
yeah, the
95.
athletes, they were wild back then. They were wild, man. They was on a roll. He
Yep.
said it, man. He said he was high during the World Series, man. And
And
they won the World Series.
off that Willie Beeman.
He was off that Willie Beam. They were beamed up, all right. Shit. Just imagine how jacked up you got to be to hit a ball out of Yankee Stadium, man.
Man, you so damn amped up. Yankee Stadium, ain't that's not enough pressure. You need more.
You say you
Yeah,
rather hear dirt
that was it.
from the Cowboys than the Giants to the Yankees. Hey, look, the Cowboys used to party too. Michael
Right?
Irvin and
Oh,
them.
come on. Don't even
Yo,
try to
Michael
count.
used to get skied up, yo.
Man, Michael Irvin was in a
Michael used
high
to get
speed in a
skied up.
limousine with two hookers. We know we lived this. Y'all didn't. A lot of people don't remember this or
Yeah, they
even know
don't
this.
remember. Listen, Michael used to get skied up, yo.
Man, I remember Michael Irvin was all over. He got pulled over. He was in a high speed with hookers and like 32 rocks of cocaine
Yo, and
in
look, they
Dallas,
can't say
Texas.
nothing because it's a matter of record. They did that.
They put that.
Even Dion used to party.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
of them
yeah.
used to party. I don't. He didn't never indulge in any drugs or anything.
Right. But
But
he was
yeah, he used to
partying.
party too.
He was MC hammering them all day.
MC Hammer and all them. Yep.
Two Live Crew. Oh, come on, man. MC Hammer and Two Live Crew,
He
man. Them
said
boys
now
doing too.
Lawrence Taylor plays golf in Florida. That's what they all do.
Right?
That's what they
Yeah.
all do, man.
Yeah, they go retire in Florida. And have a
Mahomes' dad
little,
played golf.
right? Yeah,
They all
all
played
the
golf afterwards.
got them a little stake in the golf course. They got a free membership. They play in the NFL. Got them a little whoop whoop over here. A little spice going on over
Nah,
here.
it
Hey,
wasn't BC powder. That wasn't BC powder.
oh no, he was smoking. Back in the '80s, they
He
was
was
getting that.
he was on the slalom.
He was on that A1 special, the best of the best.
Yeah, he was on
yeah,
that Becky. He sure
yeah,
was.
he was on the best of the best. Oh yeah, Pablo.
See, that's why he can come back and talk to the player like, look, I don't live this. This is what you don't do. I lived all this. But he still made the Hall of Fame, though.
Still made it. So Michael Irvin, when he went through his little thing, that's one thing I remember. I think I was like in the fourth grade, fifth grade, no, sixth grade. I remember hearing about that because I was in elementary. It was like, dang, Michael Irvin. No, I was in the junior high. I'm tripping. This is 95, 94. I was in junior high. So we all thought he was going to fizz, but he didn't. They still won a Super Bowl after that.
Dude, they
and
still
then,
won
like,
the Super Bowl, man.
they won the Super Bowl. And then, like, he kind of kept his career honest and everything. His wife, his family. Like, even though he did that, he didn't he didn't get it. Like, his life didn't get, like, wiped out from
Nah,
it.
it
You know
didn't
what I'm
get
saying?
wiped out. He was smart, though. Like, Michael Irvin is smart.
Right. Whatever
Like,
he
he
did.
just partied, but he still had his act together off the field, but he just liked to party.
Right.
He was
Right.
young. He was he was part of America's team. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So, but as far as like, a student and stuff, he's just a smart guy.
Right.
So he was able to bounce back.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a
He
smart guy.
he was one of the rare one of the few ones who could go through that kind of media scandal and come out unscathed.
Yeah, came out on. Everybody like him though. You
Right,
know,
because
he's a
he
likable guy.
right, he always been likable. Like only reason why people didn't like Michael Irvin is either because he played for the Cowboys or he didn't play for the Cowboys, either or. But Michael
Oh,
Irvin
I
never
didn't
really.
like him when he played against my team, but
Oh, when he was a you, you didn't like
no.
him?
See, I was a Florida State fan,
Right, he
and
was you.
he went to Miami,
Right, he a hurricane.
but then he went to the Cowboys, and I was a Jets and Giants fan. So when he played the
Oh
Jets and
yeah,
Giants, I didn't like him.
get a rope.
Yeah, but then but after that, man, I love to see Michael Irvin play. He
Right,
was
Mike
really
always been.
good, man.
Back then, it was him and Jerry Rice. Like it wasn't really nobody else really. Like it was you did have Chris Carter and you had Rice and you had other people who was playing. Yeah, but it was really Rice, Irvin, and Dion, man.
Yo, you remember? I don't know if you remember this. You remember? Speaking of Andre Rison, you remember Left Eye burned his house down.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
Crazy girl. Then
yep.
she went and died in Dr.
I
Sabi's
mean, rest in peace to her.
retreat. Right, right. I was
Yeah,
like, that's like,
it's some crazy
wow.
times, man.
Right. That was then Tupac ended up getting killed
Yeah,
right
I
after
remember
that.
that. I remember when Tupac got killed.
Because she died in like 95, 90 something, 96. And then Tupac died in 96 too.
He
I think
died
they
what
both died.
'96, right?
Right, they both died in 96.
Yeah,
Him and Left Eye.
she died. I think she died in Honduras.
Right, Dr. Sabi's.
Yeah, like she had her truck flipped over. I believe somebody was like they did. I don't know. It was like a whole conspiracy behind that.
Supposedly she lost it and she supposed to like tipped over into the lake. So I don't know. Maybe because there's no like it's like terrain and like if you don't
Yeah, a
know how to
lot of
drive,
stuff happened back to back. Left Eye, Tupac, Biggie,
right? What
and
else happened that year?
yeah, that
Bill
all
Clinton.
happened.
Bill Clinton too.
Oh man, he no. Well, see with Bill, right?
Bill Clinton.
Bill, see
I
what
smoke
happened with
reefer.
Bill, right? He said I
Lewinsky.
didn't have a sexual relation with that woman. That's what Bill said.
Bill, and then we was just getting over Desert Storm
Yeah,
and
Desert
Bush and all kinds
Storm.
of stuff. Oh man, everybody's coming up from Desert Storm, mad, tripping, and then drugs was everywhere, going crazy.
Yeah, man. I remember when the drugs hit the street. That crack. It happened right after Farrakhan had that message in Madison Square Garden, message to the black man. That was in it hit because I know it hit South Central first. That was ground zero, and then it moved out to the East Coast around. It was there as early as 83, 82, 83, but 84 is when it really started kicking. Oh my
Right,
God,
right. Right. I remember that too. I remember hearing. I mean, I was alive.
craziness.
I was but I remember like, well, I was alive doing all that. And, like, I remember when he said like I was young, but
I know
this
so
this
many
Laren,
people that grew up in my area that died. It was
yeah,
crazy, man. Like, um, because you know what they were doing? They were fighting over territory.
well, not initial. Well, if we want to get it, I know we're talking about bus, but initially we're talking about this. It wasn't about territory. It was about people because at first some people who wanted it to happen, and there's some people who didn't want it to happen. And the people
Yeah,
who didn't want it to happen, they started to go at the people who was making it happen. And then when all the people who didn't want it to happen started to get turned out by what was happening, all started to be involved with everybody that didn't want to happen. Then the territories kind of took over, but then we don't catch that because all we catch is the territories. We forget the whole part about
yeah,
why it really happened. It really happened because it was people kind of like fighting against it, being not like I wouldn't say vigilantes, but more like guardians and stuff like that. And that's that whole speech with Farrakhan since you said that, like,
yeah,
it's like he kind of targeted and exploited a group, and a lot of people went in behind that. A lot of things went up behind that. It's where you get gangs, and then a lot of gangs came out of that when that happened. Because a lot of the structure behind what he was saying behind that was the blemish. A lot of like, you can go both ways. What Farrakhan said to the Angels in '86 or whatever it was, '85,
yeah.
whatever it was.
I had family members. They were lifelong addicts, man. I'm like, damn,
Yeah,
that stuff. It was like a chemical bomb that
right.
imploded in the inner cities in the 80s.
That's exactly what it was. A weapon strike. It was militarized. They talk about it in the CIA. Like all of that was.
Yeah,
I don't think it's a channel for that kind of conversation. I
yeah,
can have a
definitely
talk.
it's not.
Definitely, I can have a talk. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but
You got
that
to go
was.
to my other channel for that one.
I had to
We be
find the other
talking about
channel,
whatever
man.
over there.
Oh, okay, for sure, for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
That right there, man. That right there was, brought a lot of stuff. But again, like it was the times and how they maneuvered it. It wasn't because the 70s it was always cool. All the athletes were doing it in the 70s. OJ and them was well known
Oh yeah,
for.
the '70s was wide open. I heard, man, with yeah, the '70s was wide open. I heard
Yeah,
that was
all of them.
before my time, but yeah,
Yeah,
man.
the 70s, and then remember the guy played for North Carolina. Like the athletes was always doing this that, but
You
then
know
the other
that's what
stuff.
killed what's his name
The
from the Boston Celtics.
right, I forget the rookie name. He didn't play no. He supposed to be the best college player coming out ever. Well, not ever, but he was the best. They said he was gonna be
He's
good
gonna
as
be better
Michael.
than Jordan.
Right, they said he was gonna be good as Jordan, but
Len Bias, yeah, Len
yeah, Glenn
Bias,
Bias, yeah,
yeah.
Len Bias. That's in Len Bias. Mess around. That's how it was. It was looked at as a party thing, and that's how they got everybody hooked on it because it was. But they was Houdini and them was talking about all this, and way back in the 70s, rapping. You know what I mean? So, and then like seeing it today, that's why I tripped out seeing the Raiders. Like, what? They got the Raiders over here just blowing backwards.
The Raiders.
Right? You seen that? I said, oh, they doing what the Raiders do. Blow that dough.
Al
Raiders.
Davis.
Raiders are known going out on the field with weapons. Come out there with knives, stab you in the line. But, I mean, they don't need that right now. But I get how the world trying to push this free spirited or this free morale look to what we consider proper behavior. But at the same time, you do kind of want to keep the youth in a positive mindset.
In a
I ain't saying
positive,
it's
yeah.
blowing. Yeah, I don't want to say blowing is wrong because like you go back further in history, you see children blew like you go back to like some of the Saudi like the Desert Storm stuff, like the old Saudi Arabian desert people. You see like little figurines of like children smoking hookah. Like, wait, huh? That was built in like this is made in the 15th century. Like, what? What the world? So it really wasn't like Then if you go through all tribal stuff, all you find is smoking material. So we always smoke sometime. Somehow we always smoking weed. It should be more of a cultural habit than just recreational usage, the kind of thing, because
That's
it's more
that's like
more
when I see like clean players, man. I always get behind them. Like Travis, he's a clean player. He
mm-hmm.
do the right thing off the field. He don't get in any trouble. Just like Shedeur and his brother, they don't get in no trouble. You don't hear about them. They
Right.
just they go about their business, and that's what I like about them. They clean. I like those type of players.
Right.
On the
Travis.
field and on the field they get it done.
Yeah, Travis solid, man. He gonna be one of them lasters, man. If you can stay out the club like Kobe and them and Prime and not get caught
He,
up in taking shots
he don't
or
knock
whatever.
me as a club guy. I don't think he even go. I think Coach Prime said he don't even go to clubs.
Right. He like to go fishing.
Yeah, go fishing, hang out with his lady. That's it.
Yeah, Travis kind of guy. He'll probably like baling hay, and riding horses, and fishing
He gonna
more
get
than
all
anything.
type of endorsements because he clean. He got a
Right.
clean image.
Right. Don't let him go on no horseback.
Oh man,
They're
he gonna
gonna
make
put
all
on a
kind of
cow.
money, man.
I'm telling you, put on a cowboy hat. Oh man, it's a wrap. You're already bass fishing every day.
Yeah, man,
Trap.
he got it right. He's doing the right thing.
Yeah, easy living, man.
You don't never hear Shiloh getting in no trouble. None of them. That's
But
one
see,
thing I like. Coach Prime, like, look, you can't get in no trouble here. You gotta do your studies and stay on the right track.
right. They whole lives been like that. They always had to kind of. You grow up celebrity children. You gotta know who to be around, know who to. It's just different. You know what I mean? It's just
Yeah,
people take
this is
advantage.
different.
People
They've
trying to have
already
you.
trained for this spotlight. They already know what to do. So, but hey, man, good talking to you. I'm gonna head on out.
Yeah, for sure, man. Let's go Buffs and
Oh
everything.
yeah,
Cooler.
tomorrow is the game, so I'll catch you back on later tomorrow.
Oh yeah, we're talking about win. We're talking about how we won the game, and
Yeah, that's right.
you know, won't be
Getting
flashing
ready
back
for
to the '80s.
Utah.
Yeah, hey, I really, I really like how they match up against Utah too. But you definitely gonna talk about Utah too. For real, I like us going out for the rest of the season, man.
Yeah, I
'Cause
like that too. Yeah.
they just got to manage the O line. Don't abuse the O line. It's like you got a Ferrari. You don't want to drive it at 300 miles an hour the whole time. Drive it at 150 sometimes. You know, maybe 120. Drop it down a little bit.
Drop it
We'll
down.
be all
Yep.
right. You know what I mean? We'll be all right.
Yep.
That's all I got to say, man. Peace to the folk, man. Thanks for
Peace
having
to
me,
you,
man.
man.
For sure, for sure.
Let me see where am I at. Yeah, man. I like what they're like what they're doing. I like what they're doing. So I think they'll be all right, man. I think they're gonna be all right. So I'm not worried about them. They're gonna win it tomorrow, and off to the last game. That's it. They got a movie. It's a movie being made. It's gonna be a movie made off this here in the future. Watch. It's gonna be something. The movie is still being written right now. But I'll catch you guys later. I'll catch you guys after the game. It ain't gonna be before the game since it's a late game. I ain't gonna fall asleep. I'm just gonna be sitting there watching. I'm glad to be watching anyway, man. That's what I appreciated about them this year, man. This is like a reality show, and that's what I appreciate. But we'll see what happens, man. Y'all have a good night. And damn, the holidays is already here, man. That's crazy. Holidays are here. Next thing you know, we in another new year. I like, it's not, you say emotionally invested. It's like, because it's a reality show. That's what it seemed like. Like, what's going to happen? You know, Bucky put out a video, do the behind the scenes, like, yeah, it's perfect, man. I like what they're doing. I like what they're doing, man. Like Coach Prime say, keep the main thing the main thing. I like when he say that. But yeah, it's definitely fun watching them this season. And especially in the off season, they're gonna still be doing the same thing. The camera's still gonna be rolling. So you watch their progress and whatnot, especially in the off season. These kids are still young. Travis a sophomore. They're only gonna get better. That's what's scary about it. They're only gonna get better. So Shedeur, he'll come back. That's funny that they put that article out saying that he's going to be top 5. I mean, I'm pretty sure he already know he was going to be top 10 anyway. I'm sure he already knew that. So definitely next year is going to be up for him. That's going to be something. Wouldn't that be something to see on draft day? And that's going to be a movie too. They're going to document it. The brothers are getting drafted. That's crazy, man. How you think Coach Prime feel, man? That's crazy. Both of his kids about to get drafted. It's crazy, man. And then, he called Travis his son too. Then he gonna get drafted. It's crazy. Then he got another one in the wings. Carmani is next. Yeah, man, it's a good one. But I'll catch you guys on the next one. I'll wait till after the game. But if you want to watch the game with me, I'll share the link in the message board. We can watch it together if you like. I don't usually like talking during the game. I talk during the commercials. But yeah. All right, y'all. Thanks for coming in. I'll catch y'all tomorrow.